like the echo though. It just kind of cracked at the end.
We're back from Unfocused. I'm T.
I'm AJ Twist.
And this is episode 310. This is the Magnetric episode. He is a name. I don't really like his Pokemon type. He is the Discharge Pokemon. I feel like that sounds bad.
Oh, but you know what? That's different than what we normally get.
That's true. It's creative, but it also sounds wrong.
Discharge? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Like
okay, I've never thought. There's a move called Discharge. I've never thought.
I never thought of it that way before, and that I haven't. Just for him to be the Discharge Pokemon is just weird. Anyway, this is Unfocused. If you couldn't tell by that conversation, this is a nerd podcast
about Discharge.
No, it's not. It's about video games, comics, animes, movies, all that stuff.
And we're chilling.
We're chilling, yeah. You can find us on, twitch.tv/
Collision28.
Yes. Also, you can contact us on Twitter at
Unfocused28. Yes, it is. I want to freaking. I need to look into it.
Maybe we can buy them out.
You know what? The at Unfocus Twitter account has not been active in like 8 years, man. I've been like once every maybe once a year.
You creep on them?
I go creep on. See what? It's the same freaking last message is still there. The picture's gone now. I heard though that you can contact Twitter and request shit, and if they don't
why haven't you done it?
Because I don't know where to go to do it. That's why.
I'll figure it out.
I went to Twitter's web. There, I don't know how to manage anything. Or we can hire someone to hack it. That's the other option too.
Oh, why don't we just do that? You didn't tell me that was an option.
Or if Twitter would allow one more character in their usernames, then we could just get Unfocused Podcasts. But
we're Unfocused Podcasts.
Yeah, exactly. We can't fit that last letter.
Damn, imagine they would allow us.
You can't
please get permission for one more letter.
We can't have podcasts without T, you know what I'm saying?
Right? That's right, man. Facts. You're right, AJ. You never said anything true.
We're also on Spotify, guys.
Yeah, check us out on Spotify.
YouTube.com/Unfocused Podcasts.
And you can email us at gmail.com.
Unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, if you want to ask us any questions or tell us to talk about things, maybe correct something we said in the past.
Collision28.com. All right, I think we did all the things there, right?
All right. Unfocused weeks. You want to go first or should I go first?
I'll go first. You know how we do. Not much. I had to go get my car fixed today. I was there all day. Luckily, it was not too far away from round one, so I was chilling out there for 2 hours. Doing my thing. I'll play a lot of Street Fighter.
Of course you were. I'm sure that was not a coincidence. You went to the one that it was near round one.
I know it wasn't. I mean, it worked out.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Yeah.
So I was playing Street Fighter there for a while, and then this one dude with a bison came through and started whooping my ass.
Bison, shit.
We were close. It was always close, but he always just barely beat me. I was like, fuck. He was pretty good though.
He was like.
But I was catching on to his tricks though. He kept doing this. I kept doing this teleport shit where he disappears and he shows up behind you, and I would always manage to block the wrong way.
Oh.
And then finally I caught on, and then I was blocking his shit, and then I memorized his pattern afterwards. All right, he always does that shit, goes for 2 lows and an overhead, so I was blocking that shit like nothing after a while. But I still wasn't managed. I couldn't get a win. It was always close, but never won. Who are you? I'm using Laura. I'm a Laura player, I guess. What's funny too, actually, because I'm playing on the arcades, right? And they have that whole there's a whole network thing that works with it, right? Yeah. And I went ahead and I finally changed. For the longest, I was no name on the system, and I finally got it to change to AJ Twist, right?
Okay.
And I go and check it out today when I go to play, and I have Japanese characters in there. I'm like, I don't even know what this says. Is that AJ Twist in Japanese? Is that what my name is on there? And I couldn't make it out, but there's technology and stuff, right? There's an app where you can point a camera to shit and it'll translate it to you. And apparently it says large Laura, and that doesn't say AJ Twist or nothing like that.
Large Laura.
Yeah, here's the thing. Usually it'll say no name in my ID number there, but that's what it says instead.
Yeah, that says Laura, big Laura or giant Laura. Maybe?
Why?
I don't know.
Why? I did not type. That was not what I chose as. I can't even type Japanese.
Maybe that's a title that you gain for each character, like large, whoever, or great. Oh, it could be great.
You think it's great?
It could be that great.
Great, Laura. What is Okinawa called?
What do you mean?
Does that translate to large or great or something like that?
There's the symbol for big is in there, yeah.
Because for a moment, when I pointed my camera at it, it said Okinawa Laura or Laura.
Oh, well,
or
there you
Lara.
go. Maybe that's what it is.
So maybe that's what it is. Because when I set up my thing, there's no American cities because it asks you like, oh, like where are you from, type of thing, right? There's no American like cities or states on there at all. So I was like, all right, what's a cool Japanese place? And I was like, Okinawa, you know. Kill Bill.
I got it.
Yeah. So maybe that's why it says that. I don't know. I just thought it was weird that my name's not actually there. Anyways, got my ass whipped in Street Fighter, so I went ahead to Darkstalkers and went to go see if their stick was working, and it was working. I was like, oh, I went to go test it. I was like, oh shit, it hits corners. For the longest, this round one of their Darkstalkers arcade machines doesn't hit corners. Their gate inside the stick, and if you know how the stick works, it looks like it's a diamond shape and not a square shape. So you only can hit up, down, left, and right. You can't hit corners because of the diamond shape it has in there.
Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, that's right.
But it was working. I could hit corners. So I was like, oh shit, no way. So I started playing, and halfway through, like I couldn't do any rolls again. Like, what the fuck's happening? And I felt it again. I was like, wait, why is it diamond shaped in there again? And I would be a little bit aggressive with it, and I hear something move, and then it was square again. And I'll move it around a lot again, and it goes back to I was like, something's loose inside, and it keeps moving, shifting over. Like, this is pissing me off. I thought they fixed it. They didn't. Anyways, after that pissed me off, I went to go play that Capcom music game I've been talking about. If anyone was watching the stream before we started right now, I was playing some videos on it. But it's a music game. It's a touch screen, and you got to just touch the little points on the screen. Kind of goes with the beat of the music and all that. You hold points, you hit points onto beat, you flick things around. So I was playing that, and I got to level 4. I tried a level 40 track today. I've been like in the early 30s, late 20s, like as far as level goes. I'm like, let me try something a little harder just for fun, and I try like a level 38, 36, and now I did it. I was like, whoa, let me try a 40 just for kicks. And I played a 40 and I cleared it. I was like, damn. And it was a fun 42. It was like a dubstep track, and I've been listening to some dubstep, so I don't know. I just felt like I knew how the song was gonna play out. So like I was hitting like the right timing of the beats and everything. I was like, oh shit, like I just can predict how the song's gonna play, and I was able to hit the right beats at the right time. So I ended up clearing it. So I had fun doing that. Played a lot of rounds on that. I also finished reading one of my many comics that I've had for a while. I finished reading this.
Oh, the Super Mario Brothers one. Now that they sell it in little manga form, I've seen it around.
The manga, I believe, is different. Is that
I think
okay, it scared me.
Some freaking horrible shit.
But this is the series that came out of the Nintendo Power.
Yeah, that's what the manga is. It's the same thing.
No, I know there's a manga, but it's totally a different story though.
There is a manga for sure of this Nintendo Power one now. It's the same thing, but just in a smaller book.
It's a smaller book? Okay, that's interesting. Anyways, I read it. It was pretty cool. I only know one story out of here because that's the one Nintendo Power that I always owned. So when I got to that chapter, I was like, oh, I recognize this whole story. But now I get the whole context of it now. But you know what I liked about it, though? Is that they made Peach a badass in this story.
Oh, I saw her with the bomb right now.
Yeah, check her out right now. She's dressed in Luigi's outfit because they had to do like a trickery type of swapping thing, and so they put her in Luigi's outfit. But she came through with freaking bombs and shit. She was kicking ass. She actually beat the Koopalings. She kicked their asses real quick to break out of jail.
This is where that game Super Princess Peach came from.
I'm wondering, I wonder if they got like inspired from this and was like, let's do a whole game, and then 20 years later.
Well, the person who was developing games by that point was probably a kid when they read this book, if they read this book,
That's cool, yeah. But yeah, I just kind of like how they wrote Peach in this. It was pretty cool. She wasn't like a damsel in distress, She was actually trying to kick her way out. She escaped a couple times. She went to go help. She got captured again. Yeah, you know what happens. Mario got captured too in here too, So it was fun, and it's definitely it's not like exactly based off a video game, but they take references a lot from the Super Mario World, Super Nintendo. It was fun to see characters in there and all that interact. So that was a fun read. And then I think that's about all I've done really. Not Street Fighter. Played some Soul Calibur, the usual. Digimon, right? Did some Digimon. I got my sister in Digimon, did I tell you?
Oh, yeah, I got to battle her.
I have a family visit. My sisters are out here, and I taught her how to play Digimon. She actually got into it, which is cool.
That's dope.
And then we've been playing other random board games. Oh, I taught her Stratego. We had fun playing that.
Oh, Jesus. That's why that was out. I was wondering about that.
And we're playing with everyone else, like code names and stuff. So, good times with those.
Nice. Board gaming is gaming, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also this. I forgot. So I bought this a while ago because I knew my niece was coming out here too, and I know she loves EVs. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this so we can build them together, and then my sister ended up building over half of them. But I have a bunch of Lego EVs now, so all the evolutions. on Mega. What is it called? Mega Blocks form. So.
I always thought Glaceon was a little repetitive.
What?
You know.
You never liked Glaceon?
No, I didn't, not that I don't like Glaceon. I think it's repetitive. We got Vaporeon. It could do water and ice moves.
Oh,
so I'm like, what's
I never
point?
thought about that.
You know,
well, now it's pure ice because actually Vaporeon was just water.
No, but he could learn.
He could do
He
ice,
could learn
yeah.
all the ice moves. So I was like, you know, do I need? You know, okay, it's cool. You know, I'm good. Because Glaceon actually learns ice moves. I guess that's different.
I guess, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, you can teach Vaporeon ice moves. I think it does learn one ice move. Oh, you know what it learned is Haze, and that's an ice move, but it's not
I
an
feel
attack.
like he learns other things too, like, or at least in the old build.
I know you can. I
about
know
the
you can
new
give him
one.
TMs to get ice
That's
moves
what I
for
mean.
sure. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah,
but not naturally.
I mean, see, I'm talking about before you could even do what you're talking about, like just in general.
Well, you can do TMs back in.
No, I guess that's what I
Red
mean.
and blue,
like,
yeah.
You could teach him any ice TM. You could give
Yeah.
to him. You could have Blizzard. You could have Ice
Yeah.
Beam. You know. But, all right. That pretty much covers your Unfocused week.
Yeah.
All right, my Unfocused week. Man, I actually did quite a few things. I, played some Splatoon as always. I definitely. Oh yeah, I definitely won that hammer. You know.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So that means I played Soul as well. I also got to. I got to see.
It's like Water Tribe and Swap Water Bender, says Taichi, referring to the Glaceon Vaporeon thing. That's funny.
You're right. I guess it didn't used to be though. That's what I'm saying. They made it separate, and I'm like, okay. I don't even think he can learn ice moves anymore.
With that, like on that track though, then you can just say like, what's the point of ice if ice is just frozen water?
Well, no, because there were always ice Pokemon, but Vaporeon had access to water and ice moves, meaning that was Eevee's gateway to learn any of those moves. But now they wanted to make more just derivatives, just to have more. Like that's how I knew. Like that's why I stopped caring about Eevees when Glaceon came out. I was like, now you guys are just trying to have more Eevees.
I like Glaceon.
I don't like Glaceon. I'm just saying
you're a hater.
it's a money grab.
You're a hater.
It's a money grab. Anyway, other things I did. I watched Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh yeah, you finished that,
The
right? So
final.
we could talk about
We
that.
can talk about that in a minute. That was pretty crazy.
Well, you watched Black Widow.
I
you
watched
said,
Black
right?
Widow.
Yeah,
That was the
right.
other thing.
We're
We'll
finally
talk-
caught up now.
We'll talk about that in a bit too. Other things, I think. Oh yeah, My Hero Academia. I've been watching that, catching up on that too.
Oh, that's what I wanted to start watching. That's right. I knew there's something I wanted to start watching. I couldn't remember what it was.
Oh yeah. Which reminds me, there's a piece of news I gotta tell you later.
All right.
What else did I
Just
do?
whisper it to me.
What is the other shit I wanted to? Oh yeah. I've been slowly like enhancing and building my fucking Imperial Demon deck.
Still working on that.
Yeah, well, I think I finally got to almost where I want. I'm just on the fence about that Bancho Stingmon versus Omnimon. Because some people say you should definitely put Omnimon in your deck if you have him. Like, just, like, don't waste him.
Every time I play my blue deck with my Omnimon on it, I never get to pull it out.
I know.
And if it shows up, it's out of security.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. I was like, I could do it, but I just don't see... Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, there's moments I could do it, but I just don't seem like...
I've never even had the moment where I could do it, though. Like, I've never, like, if I have him in my hand, like, I don't have a level 6 on the field yet, or if I do have the level 6 on the field, I'm about to win anyways. Like, so, like, I never get at the time when, like, it actually, like, is useful.
Yeah. Well, I see. That's how I feel about Bancho Stingmon.
Yeah.
See, I feel that way about Bancho Stingmon. Like, how many times I put him in there and I draw him, it's never the right time for him.
Yeah.
Omnimon, I've had the right time where I'm just like, but it's so costly, and I don't know if I should go a different route. Like, I have another option, too, Yeah. Where I'm like, man, maybe I should just go the Imperial Demon route. Like, forget about that fool. But so, I don't know.
You know what I'm thinking of doing? Because I came across a YouTube video where someone made a green deck around Imperial Dramon, which I've seen before, but it's kind of updated with some new shit in it.
Yeah.
A lot of shit is based off the green deck that I bought, and I haven't done anything with it yet. But after seeing that deck, I'm like, maybe I just do that. Since you already have the blue deck and you already have it on lock, like, I don't want to have like a mirror. Like, I know our decks are like slightly different, but it's like it's basically the same,
simple.
right?
Yeah, we go for the same goals.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, like, maybe I should just go green and just kind of do that. Just
If you want to borrow some greens, I say borrow because I will maybe want to use these greens again.
I think I have two of my own already.
I got two more.
And it asked for 3. When I'm thinking of, because I have 4 blues, and I know Danny wants one, so maybe I'll trade Danny for one of his green ones because I think he has green ones. So maybe I'll do that.
I'll trade you off one of them because I think I have 3 greens. So I'll give you one and trade
We'll
you
talk.
one.
We'll talk later.
All right, yeah, because You can put them to use. Right now, I don't have any green Imperial Dramons, but I kind of miss them sometimes because it got me extra hits sometimes. You know, I'm like, damn, the fool's kind of dope. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so I've been taking different parts from different YouTubers, and I feel like I've kind of fashioned a really dope deck that's been killing every time so far. And so I'm maybe keep it like that.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's what you say now. But yeah, since I've changed it though, I haven't lost, and I'm like, I need to fucking keep it up like this. You know?
Yeah.
Other stuff, I think that's about it.
Catch up on your like comic reading and shit.
No, I've been failing at that. I've been reading anything.
I like how you're disappointed.
In myself. I am, man. I fucked it up. I wanted to be reading more, but I haven't. I think that's basically it. Shit, let's talk about reviews then real quick now.
All right.
So let's start with Kenshin, man.
All right.
What did you think about the Rurouni final Kenshin movie final?
You know, again, because I'm basing it off the manga, right? That's what it's based off of, and they definitely took a lot out, you know, and just gave you the pure basic storyline. Yeah, which okay, they did that. Down. They did that really well, yeah. But like we didn't get the I thought about it, but like Sanosuke, he has a whole story arc in there that we didn't get, and like
man, I was waiting for him to come out with the stitched up sword again.
That would have been cool to see. Yeah, they do random shit in here, anyways. Did he bring it in the manga? No,
in the manga he brought it out. He had it.
He fixed it, right?
Yeah, stitched back together. Like
yeah, that's right. He did do that. Yeah, we didn't get that. You know,
we didn't get any. Honestly, to be fair, we didn't get any cool Sanosuke moments. And don't get me wrong.
Or Yahiko.
That's the first thing I said to my mom when it was over, because me and my mom watched it, because we watched the whole Kenshin thing together before, you know. But yeah, Yahiko, man. The first thing I said to my mom is, wow, Yahiko didn't do anything. They didn't even let him go out there like to try to do something like, which I get. They don't have time for all the plot lines, but you know, I don't know. It's just I feel like they could have done a little bit more with Yahiko and Sanosuke. Yeah. But I hate this Sanosuke anyway. This movie Sanosuke sucks. Like, he just gets on my nerves every movie. I'm just like, just stop it. I'm like, you don't need to be here.
Carlos the same way actually.
I want to like him, but he's just not. He didn't get it. You know, the actor didn't get it. Or the director said, we need a funny character. You know, like, and he's like, make him funnier, you know?
Like, he's kind of a funny character already. Just make him funnier.
Yeah, right?
He's our funny guy. Taichi even says he used it for, like, one swing and it broke again.
Yeah, he used it to block a cannonball, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
To, like, defend the Akabeko.
I like that they brought that guy out, though, the good dude with the cannon. Like, we didn't get like, the whole backstory with him, though, which kind of sucked. But, like, we got him in there. I like the fool with the claws with the army pants. I thought his look was, like, almost, like, spot on, like, straight out the manga.
Damn, Taichi says that he recast Yahiko for every movie, and I didn't even notice.
Oh, really? They did?
I didn't even notice that. Oh, shit. I feel like an asshole now.
Seriously.
Wow, I didn't even
I had no idea. I was like excited, like, oh, they have the same characters again. Cool, the same.
I know. That's what I thought the whole movie, bro. Oh, we got the whole same cast, huh? That's cool.
But then again, like I haven't, like, you know, most movies I go and rewatch them. I haven't rewatched all these movies, so maybe I would have noticed it eventually. And then also like the fight was cool at the end.
I was mad Sanosuke didn't fight the martial arts guy with the fucking armored baggy clothes.
Right, because that was their fight.
And they had Sanosuke going there. Yeah. And he got there when the guy was gone. I was like, what's up with that rug pull? Like, that wasn't even a cool rug pull. If you're going to do a rug pull from someone, you should have had someone else be there, so I'd be surprised. But you just made no one there, like, and he just doesn't get to fight? I was like, what? This is weird.
And then also too, like I was like getting excited because what's his name initially came through with the bag, like body bag over his shoulders, right? I was like, oh shit, they're doing the Karu thing. No, it was just a dead freaking Cho. I don't remember them killing Cho in the manga though.
No, they might have. I know Cho was involved.
Yeah, I know he was involved, but
then he stopped showing up after a while, so like, maybe they did kill him.
Oh, maybe they did.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't remember either. Yeah, wow, he's right.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
All right, Taichi. 1 point. That's true. He couldn't be that kid from the first one. There's no way.
Yeah, because it's been like 8 years, right? So,
you know what
it would have been like a teenager and shit, fucking a full-grown adult, kids.
You know what I didn't like about that? I know it sounds I'm complaining. I'm complaining before I get to the cool shit. So just don't think I hate the movie. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But you know what I didn't like about this fucking movie, bro?
Right.
Why is his hair not red? His hair was borderline black. It was like so
It
dark.
was just super dark.
No, man, that shit
No.
wasn't red. I was disappointed. There were
Well,
other
you see, it's
there were other
because-
characters that had more red-looking hair than Kenshin. I was like, I'm getting a little mad.
It's because, you know, like back in the day, he was that manslayer. That's where all that blood came. That's why his hair was so red.
Shut
But
the
he
fuck
doesn't
up.
kill anymore. So all that blood is washed out,
I'm
you
gonna
know?
kill you if you keep talking right now. Oh man, I was like,
I don't know, though,
It was
yeah.
bothering me the whole movie. I'm like, damn, why isn't his hair red, man? I'm like,
Was it red in the beginning? The first
yeah,
movie?
in the last two movies it was pretty red. Like, and this one,
Maybe they
that's
got
why it was
lazy.
weird. I don't know. Maybe the actor had like a contract for a different movie, so he couldn't do the full red
Maybe.
thing. You know,
Maybe
like
then.
just like Henry Cavill with
Yeah.
us Mission Impossible. They continue to use him as a spy for the police.
Talking about Cho, which
Oh
is true.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, it was the whole thing with Cho actually being a good guy was like kind of weird to me too. I felt like I didn't really like because first it was that Cho was a traitor, and then at the last minute Cho decided he was gonna try to kill Inishi. But
Yeah.
that didn't work. It just all felt kind of like what
He's
the
like
fuck.
a double agent or some shit, right? Hey, like
Yeah,
a triple agent or something
But
like
he
that.
still let Saito's men die, so it's kind of like I don't really I don't.
I
know.
mean, that seems about like up his alley, anyways.
I don't know, man.
I feel-
it was just weird, I guess. But yeah, okay. I think that's my only. I think we're done with the complaints, right? Do you have any other complaints? Any other weird things before we talk about
Oh
the
yeah,
badass thing?
the army, like you know how Inishi had that one bodyguard dude, and he had those four bodyguard dudes.
The
And
four guardians,
the brothers.
yeah.
They all had like master a different style, different weapon, right?
Yeah.
Didn't get to see him fight at all. Like
Yeah.
I was hoping for them to like, oh, they're there. Like, why would you even show us them?
Dude, I
if
know.
They weren't gonna do anything.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, they're there. I remember they're walking
Yeah.
with that one guy. I was like, oh, okay, they're there. The four guardian guys. Like,
yeah.
And then and shit started happening, and then Saito and Sanosuke and Aoshi didn't show up. I'm like, okay, maybe Kenshin will fight all four of them by himself.
Yeah.
No, no, they didn't do
No,
anything.
they
I
didn't,
was
do
like,
it.
what?
They didn't do a damn thing.
I was
They could have
surprised.
easily like saved some money and like just write him out and just have the one bodyguard. And that would have been cool. That would have
Yeah.
been fine. Don't tease me with these four guys that are not gonna do anything though. Yeah, that's my only other gripe.
Yeah, that was weird.
Otherwise, yeah, it was pretty cool. Like the action was cool. Like the parts they pulled out of the manga were like, wow, that like I like how they pulled that out. I like how
Yeah.
they addressed that.
The story
know?
was tighter too than the manga. I mean, like obviously the manga had more cool things and more in-depth stuff.
Yeah.
But I like how this one did get to the point,
Mm-hmm.
but didn't lose too much of the heart of the story. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so one switch up. I don't know if I mentioned it to you, AJ. There's a big ass double-edged sword in this episode. No pun intended.
I was gonna
Wait,
say
in this-
like there might be a few of those.
Right, in this episode of the movie, which specifically against for and against me, because two of my favorite characters make appearances in this movie. One is Aoshi Shinomori,
Right.
but he kind of goes out like a chump. Like I was like, what? Like you got injured like that, and now you're just out? Like I don't know.
I don't think he was like out. Like I think they just cut. Like okay, like oh, this
Okay.
is a tough battle for him, and he just cut away. You know,
Man,
we
no,
don't
he
know.
got-
He's
nah,
not gonna
he-
win.
He got hurt, and then like he wasn't fighting anymore, and then she said she's fighting for Aoshi.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
that's right.
I'm like,
Misai.
what? I'm like, he
That's
got
true.
hurt that bad that he
Yeah,
can't fight. I'm
that
like,
was-
if I remember, like his leg got sliced or his arm got sliced or something. Am I
You just
wrong?
take a break. You know. Yeah.
It's fucking
I don't remember
whack,
what
bro.
happened.
I remember the
I
injury.
was excited over I seeing Miss Al do shit though.
I mean, I know you were because you love me, Sal, and she was dope. I liked
she was
liked
cool.
her role in it.
Yeah.
But I was just waiting for Aoshi to fucking show up again the whole time, and he didn't. I was like, Aoshi Shinomori, man, like. But I don't know
Like
if you
everyone
know.
at the end, everyone that was fighting, you don't get to see what happened at the end. Like none of them.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think of it that way, AJ. You're right. You don't really get to
Like
see what
no
happens.
goodbyes, no thank yous.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. No thank yous either, huh? That's really odd. And
I don't
then
think they did any
which
of that,
which makes it
yeah.
even more puzzling. The next movie is gonna be a prequel. Like
Mm-hmm.
what? Like it's a headache. And it's gonna be like Reflection, where it'll be a prequel and a epilogue. at the
Hopefully,
same
yeah,
time.
that's
I'm-
cool because they already showed us a lot.
Yeah.
From that series, like in that little story in the middle. So
And maybe if they do it an epilogue, they'll get the actor who played Yahiko the first time to come back as Yahiko as the master now, and he'll be as the blade catching master.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Like,
I want to see that at least.
that'd be great.
That'd be cool.
Other thing.
Other cameo.
Oh yeah, so I was mad about Aoshi. As mad as I was about Aoshi, I was equally surprised and happy about my second favorite character right behind Aoshi, Sojiro the Tenkin.
Yeah.
Fucking came back from downtown. You know, I was like, oh shit. Like first he showed up and I was like, oh shit, Kenshin's gonna have to fight him again.
Yeah.
And I was like, that actually does make sense. He's probably mad at him for killing Shishio or for beating Shishio, you know?
No, I knew he was coming as help. Like, I'm like, this is too weird to have him come back like as an enemy. I'm like, and then
you saw it,
and then seeing
illusion?
remembering the resolve he had at the end of the second season, I was like, no, he's gonna switch side. He has to switch side. He has to be like on Kenshin's side right now. And yeah, sure enough, like.
Well, I mean, they said they hired. I mean, I guess I was just surprised that he was there, and I was like, they said they hired him as as a heavy arm against Kenshin, and I was like, oh shit, it's like you took a job against Kenshin, and that's the fact that I had to ask myself that question so hard should have told me that no, obviously he's not gonna do that. Like he doesn't care about money. Like why would he do that?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking Sojiro.
And like I'm pretty sure he's more humble than that. Like he accepted his loss and everything, right? So like I don't think he's gonna go back for revenge or some shit.
Yeah.
So like yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, that was cool to see him. One thing I didn't like though is the way he was setting up his what's it called?
His Shintentatsu?
Yeah. The way he was bouncing his toe.
I mean, honestly,
he was putting way too much hop into it.
Yeah, honestly, I never thought it looked good in the movies. It doesn't look good in the movies. Like
no,
it's dope.
I don't think he's doing it right.
Well, it's dope once he does the once he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But in every movie,
but the setup for it just looks weird.
Exactly. In every movie, I found it weird when he's getting ready for it. I'm like, why wouldn't someone slash you in your face right the fuck now when they see you doing this stupid hop? Like I was like, I wouldn't let somebody do that stupid ass hop, especially if I saw them do what they did the first time after. Like I'm not gonna let you do that again. Like no.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's weird to me. But I did like the depiction of their strength. Like it was dope how they did. Like when they strike someone. That guy gets hit back so hard he falls back into the whole fucking crew of people. Like, yeah, because you can imagine how hard they had to hit that one guy to knock that many fucking guys back.
Yeah,
like that's fucking hard. Like that's a hard hit. Like,
true.
So I like how they depicted that, how they were cutting through all of them and stuff.
Yeah,
I was like, that's how you make an anime feel live action. Like I don't know, something about that felt right to me.
Yeah, like to show the power, to actually show how hard he's hitting show that force. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. That does make it good though.
I also didn't like how. We don't know if Sojiro survived at the end, like you said.
Again, we don't know the fate of anyone at the end of that.
Yeah, it was so dope at the end. He was like, leave this to me, but him and Kenshin were fighting that big group of people equally. So like him being left, and then they were all circling him at the end, and he started doing his little hop again.
Yeah.
And I was like,
weirdly.
I just don't see how you're gonna survive this right now. And then the fact that they don't go back to him kind of makes me feel like, are you guys gonna say he's dead? I'm like, that's weak, man. Like you better explain that shit. Like I don't know. That was weird, but it was cool though. It was dope.
It was so good, yeah.
His fight with
We're missing some things, but it was good.
Yeah, dude, his fight with Enishi was dope.
I liked it. I feel like there's a couple of key like finishers or moves that were in the manga that were missing, but
they left out the whole narrative that he could counter the Amakake or Ryu no Hirameki.
Yeah, like I was thinking, remember how he amplifies his own senses?
Yeah, and it's. And that is even rooted in martial arts. They say the lower your center of gravity, the more like you can kind of feel what's going on in the battlefield. Like
and Ishii does this thing too where he amplifies his senses, where he can feel everything and hear. He's just super sensitive to everything. And to counteract it, Kenshin does some weird move that doesn't hit, but it makes this loud whistling sound that just fucks with his ears.
It was
or he clicks his sheath.
What he does is
something like that. Right?
It was a Hiten Mitsurugi style move that he never has a use for.
Yeah.
Where he draws it like he's about to swing on it, but instead he pulls it back, and then it fucking reverberates the sound of him sheathing the sword.
Yeah.
And it rings out.
Yeah.
And that fucked with his ears. Yeah. But I feel like
I would like to see that. That was a cool moment. Like how Kenshin just thought about that on the spot. I was like, what was move was that? I was like, I don't want to use it.
I knew they weren't gonna do that when they didn't set it up. Like
yeah.
When they first fought him or clashed with him, they didn't do anything to show that he was really good at sensing shit. He just seemed like a dope ass martial artist.
That's true too.
He's just gonna fuck you up because he's using different fighting style.
Oh, speaking of which, too, did you watch it with subtitles and Japanese audio, or did you watch it with an English audio?
No, I watched subtitles. Wait.
Okay.
Because, you told me. Oh, I forgot.
Because it was by accident. It just happened to be it's on Netflix, guys, by the way, if anyone wants to watch it.
Oh,
but on
I forgot.
Netflix, when I started watching it, it was in English audio, but I didn't realize it right away because the whole beginning starts with everyone speaking in Chinese. And right away, I caught it wait, this doesn't sound like Japanese. And then I was getting subtitles. Everything looked like it was right except for the way it sounded. And then someone started talking English. I was like, whoa, like, okay, they're speaking Chinese. That's why we're hearing it in Chinese. And when they're speaking Japanese, we're getting it in English. But when Kenshin came through, I swear he sounded like the anime dub version of Kenshin. Like, it just sounded so good.
You told me, and I totally forgot, man. I meant to watch it with the English dub.
If it wasn't the exact guy, it was super close. Like, it was good. And I was like, I kept it in English just because of that.
Damn, now I want to watch it again. I'm gonna have to. It was a good movie. Yeah, the fight scenes with Inoshi I thought were super dope. I love how he kept turning the reverse blade sword on him, which is a big thing in the anime.
Yeah.
It they always try to like. It's a metaphor too. This is your own blade against you for what you've done, and that's why he carries it.
Yeah.
I also kind of don't. I like how they left it how it was in the anime, because that was one thing I kind of didn't like about the manga, that he was able to counter the Amakakeru Ryu no Hirameki.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that.
No.
I mean, it was cool because eventually he caught him with the one he did on Shishio, the second hit. It was cool, But like I didn't like that someone.
He survived it though.
Yeah, he did survive it. Yeah, that's right. But I just didn't like that he could counter it. Like it was just kind of weird to me. So I kind of like how in the movie they didn't do all that. Like. The ultimate move is still the ultimate fucking move. Like it wins. It's the ultimate move. Sorry, like that's the whole point of it. Like it's the best move in the style that's already the fastest fucking style in the whole universe they have going. So I don't know. I kind of liked it. I kind of liked how they kept it at that, and it was dope when he did it. Because if you're a fan and you really know, you knew that was the final move that Kenshin did. He put the blade back in specifically. They zoomed in on the fucking second step, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then I like how he like launched up and like it was dope. It was cool.
I liked it too. The fight scenes were good for sure.
Yeah.
I had nothing else to say about it though.
Yeah, I guess me either. There's nothing else. They pretty much covered everything else.
I'm just waiting for that next one now.
Yeah. I don't. Hopefully it's reflection.
Maybe we'll get our like what happened to the other characters afterwards, like in there somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. I hope it's reflection. That's what I mean when I say that. I hope it has an epilogue in it too.
All right, Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Should we spoiler music this?
Or? Oh yeah, let's do the spoiler thing.
Okay, or is it is 3 weeks enough now?
No spoiler stuff.
All right.
Until it shows up on Disney Plus, I feel like we gotta.
Oh wait, my bad. That's the wrong. I meant this one.
I missed that. Spoilers.
Oh, it's not Loki.
You guys, spoilers for Black Widow. We're not gonna. If you see these red lights up here, then you don't want to be. Then you don't want to be here if you haven't seen it yet.
We're talking about Black Widow, the new Marvel movie. Came out. Disney Plus came out theaters a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen it, get the fuck out.
Fuck out of here. Last warning. We're talking about Black Widow.
It is on Disney Plus for a price. That's correct.
Yeah,
yes.
that's how
I'm sorry.
That's
for
how
a price.
That's how I watched it. It's for quite a price. But I thought it was worth it. I liked it. It was really good. AJ, what do you think generally before we get into it? Generally, what do you think about
it? I thought it was really good. It was cool. I had questions to make me feel more better or more worse about it. But it was cool. It was a good movie. I was glad to see her character kind of more developed and everything. As I was talking about in the past too, I was watching all the Black Widow movies that she had appeared in previously in the MCU up until that point. And then after watching Black Widow, I went ahead and watched Infinity War and Endgame. And it made Endgame hit a little harder after watching that whole thing too.
Oh, okay.
So I like that. Got that connection there. Like it wasn't. I keep on saying this too. Like it wasn't amazing. Like like a Winter Soldier or even like Infinity War, Endgame like that. But it wasn't like one of the horrible ones either. Like it's in the middle there somewhere. So it wasn't the best movie, but it wasn't bad at all. It's definitely worth a shot going and seeing. For sure, especially if you like the character and you want that extra development with the character and all that. Definitely check it out. But yeah, I like the whole family thing. I like that everyone liked each other but hated each other at the same time. That whole dynamic they had throughout the whole thing.
Mixed feelings.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun to kind of experience. The new Black Widow, Elena, she was fun. I like her a lot. She's pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked Elena a lot too. They know how to make new characters really fucking likable. They
right.
They have a magic touch for that for sure. Like, because every time I know they're gonna bring me into a new character, I'm like, man, I'm always thinking, am I gonna like them?
Yeah.
I always fucking do. Like they never fuck it up. It's crazy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taskmaster though.
You know what? I have two minds about Taskmaster, man. One is he's not like the comic one, so it's a little bit.
Yeah, I knew that for sure.
It's a little bit annoying for that reason, but it does.
So what is his origin story in the comics like?
So Tony Masters.
He's a Tony Masters.
His name is Tony Masters, and I think they call her Antonia Masters. Right?
Yes.
Like they did this with Flag Smasher just recently.
Yeah.
But the thing is that he has a natural ability to catch things and to copy things by visual notice. And what he does is he takes
kind of like a photographic memory, but like action wise.
But
there's a word for that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is, but yeah, it's definitely like the shotting gun. Basically.
She was Dreykov, by the way.
Antonia Dreykov. There you go. But yeah. So basically, it's almost like a shotting gun type of thing. Like he sees something, he sees someone doing something, he can kind of do it. But obviously, if he doesn't have their level of physical skill, then he can't really like.
Okay, so he has a limitation.
He has limitation. But what he did was he took some kind of chemical shit that enhanced his physical.
X.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. He had someone experiment on him or hit him with some chemical shit that enhanced his physical abilities, so that it sharpened his copy abilities and it fucking made him more physically capable of things.
That's cool.
Yeah, now he still can't do things like. He can copy Spider-Man moves, but he still fucks himself up if he tries to do it as efficiently as Spider-Man or like as fast as him or like as strong as him. Like that'll fuck him up. He doesn't like to do shit like that.
I get it.
But so he basically likes to tap more grounded people like Captain America, Hawkeye, Black Panther, like we saw in the movie.
Yep.
He cannot copy powers. He can only copy movements.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how he now. So the movies kind of did the same thing. Like he said his daughter did have a physical skill, a natural skill for copying and for noticing things and details.
Yeah.
And he basically just honed that in and enhanced it, with their program and with the chip inside of her.
Yeah. But I guess apparently she was dying because of what Black Widow did.
Yeah, she tried to bomb Dreykov and caught the little girl in the blast, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think she meant to do that though. I thought she felt so bad about it.
Yeah, she was I want to say she meant to do it, but the girl was there, and she was like, "Well, this is my chance to get him."
Yeah, it was more like a fuck it moment. Like this is a good, perfect opportunity type of moment. Like,
I felt she also rationalized in her mind that I'll be saving so many other little girls, and that wasn't the right way to do it.
Yeah,
that's not what a hero would do.
The daughter survived, grew up, and to save her life, made her like half cyborg. I guess, right? Because they were able to like load information into her brain and all that.
Yeah, he said there's a chip in her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did something to her, which was different. Like I was like, that's kind of weird, but. All right, fine. And I don't know. At the end of it, I feel like Taskmaster was more of a throwaway character at the end of the whole thing. I don't know.
Well, that's
the one thing I was disappointed. Like lately, they've had a way of preserving their villains and all that.
Well, Taskmaster's still out there.
Oh, that's true. I guess it's not completely gone.
I still think Taskmaster.
I think we should have gotten more Taskmaster. That's the other thing I was upset with.
I think Taskmaster is definitely going to be in Dark Avengers because he's left over. She's left over, and she's still a tool that can be controlled to some degree with the chip.
Yeah.
And what we don't see, which actually was a deleted scene, which I thought was dumb. The only thing that I thought was dumb about the movie is that we don't see what happens when Natasha gets pulled over by the fucking government. When she's standing there over Taskmaster and she tells her family to run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how she get away from all that?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're just cool? Like, because they're like 2 weeks later and she's just walking around in a field, like, all good. Like, wait, they've been looking for her the whole movie. You guys need to explain how she got out of that. True. That's my only beef with the whole movie, if you ask me personally.
I think that Cap Bell got her out. Because they were on the run, right? So I think because everyone was captured, and Steve Rogers or Captain America came through and freed everyone for like the raft and all that.
No, we never saw Natasha captured in that raft moment. She wasn't there.
No, she wasn't there. Maybe she was somewhere else. But we know that Cap went ahead and fucking broke everyone out of jail or wherever they're at, right? So maybe she got captured. Maybe she was in jail, but Steve Rogers came through and rescued her or saved her or broke her out of wherever she was at.
Yeah, but
because obviously they're able to do that because they broke off what's his name, the Guardian, right?
Yeah, but see, at that point we're writing it for them now.
Yeah, we are. We do that also. We always do. You know how we do here.
No, that's to the point where I'm like, they should have told us that. Like, that's kind of important. I feel like
that's kind of my thought process there.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that she couldn't outsmart General Ross. It just would have been nice to see it happen. Or, I'm not saying she couldn't have beat the hell out of all those fucking soldiers. Like, I just would like
Tai
to see
Chi
it happen.
says, I bet it was another thank you for cooperation situations.
Yeah, exactly. Like, outsmarting them. I get it. Like, I feel like that's probably what happened, but I would have liked to see it to know, because I don't know. Why.
Yeah,
like,
we don't know what happened.
But it's fine, I guess. Everything else in the movie is great, so I'm cool with it. The one last thing I was gonna say about Taskmaster, I actually think what Taskmaster was in the movie, it works, because it's a blend of. It needed to be a woman. It couldn't be a regular dude. It had to have somebody from the Red Room. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I was like, otherwise it wouldn't really connect to itself. It would just feel like they brought him in there.
Did it have to be a Taskmaster though? Could it been like some other character maybe?
I don't know many other Black Widow villains.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
and I only know him because he's an Avengers villain in general. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's the only reason I really know about Taskmaster like that. So I don't know anyone else that would have fit better in his place.
Like, I didn't think about that till right now, but okay. Well, if you thought it was a good fit for it, then all right. I'm happy.
Well, I just mean for a movie, I feel like it was a good fit, and it was a good way to go with the character if they were going to use the Red Room as part of it. But I will say this. I feel like there should have been more Taskmaster.
Yes, I think so too.
Yeah, because I was a little
More Guardian too. I feel like they had that one fight and that was it.
Yeah, Red Guardian, there should have been more. And so I found out, because the director has done some interviews in the past week or so, I found out that apparently there were more scenes with Red Guardian, more scenes with Taskmaster, but they cut them out for time's sake, and for efficiency of the story's sake. Which I get it, because the story was very efficient. That's one thing I don't think anyone can complain. Like, everything was good to the point. Everything that happened mattered to, like, the point. Like, I felt like it was a very efficient Marvel story.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, Doctor Strange, where there's a lot of fluff at some points, where you're like, or Captain Marvel, like, there's some points you don't really need.
Right.
Like, it feels like you're filling in time or adding things that don't matter.
And that movie was already pretty long, too. It was a 2-hour movie, I think.
Yeah, it was long.
Yeah. Like, it didn't feel long thinking about it, but, like, thinking about it now, I was like, that was a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. And so I definitely think that's the thing, and I do think Taskmaster was like Tai Chi's bringing up the Dark Avengers and Flash Thunderbolts. I do think that's a thing, especially for Taskmaster, because imagine how mad Yelena would be if she saw fucking Taskmaster on the Dark Avengers and like, hey, like they're like, relax, like
that'd be weird, yeah.
Yeah, like that could be a dynamic that's in there, and that could be part of a future to Yelena trading sides from the Dark Avengers to the real Avengers,
right?
Which that is a theme for Black Widow, because she's already changed from one bad Avengers team to another for Scarlet,
Yeah.
So I could see that happening again as a cycle with Yelena.
Okay.
That's just an idea there.
Yeah.
Man, we got to really cut these segments and make these their own separate videos. This is pretty good stuff we talk about here. Other things you want to mention about that movie?
One thing I want to mention too, also what I mentioned to a lot of you guys previously, was that the movie felt dated. This movie didn't feel like it was a new movie to me. It felt like an old movie. I know it was filmed and done like over a year ago. We were supposed to have this movie a whole year ago. But it felt like it was a little older than that for some reason. I'm not sure because of the time that it was supposed to take place in, which was, between Civil War and everything else.
I would assume that's why.
And I think that's why it feels like that. Like they're just that good at getting that feeling in there.
Well, there's that, and then also our times have changed since that movie. So some of the things that are happening in that movie to regular everyday people are not things that we're dealing with anymore.
Yeah, that too. I think that's the other thing that felt weird about it too.
I think we've had a shift in consciousness. So like we all look at everything differently now,
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's the only other gripe I had with it. Just not gripe, but like it just felt weird. Like it's still good, but it just felt like it's an older movie, even though it just came out.
Yeah.
That could be also because I watched it at home and not in the theater. That could be a thing too, maybe. I don't know.
That's true. And our boy Tai Chi points out that Captain Marvel felt like it was made in the 90s.
It felt like it was made in the 90s, but it felt like a new movie portraying that. This one just felt like it was just
I see what you're saying.
Like actually made 10 years ago. Like it just had that feeling to it.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, that's just a feeling I had from it watching it the whole time.
Now I feel like I got to see it again and think about it different, like just with that in mind.
Yeah, I don't know why I had that feeling throughout the whole thing. Even though the time period, even though it's supposed to be like just a couple years old, like as far as its timeline goes, it just felt like it was I don't know why.
You know what I respect?
Maybe because she was in Russia.
You know what I respect about this movie?
Or wherever she was.
Yeah, Russia.
Was it Russia? Yeah.
Why would they be speaking English?
Whatever.
Let's not think about that too much.
It's the common tongue.
All right, the common tongue, yeah. So question, something very interesting to me I thought was cool about the movie though, was the family dynamic and the bickering. I really liked all that
Yeah.
about them, especially between the sisters. That shit
Mhm.
was pretty cool, man. They did a good job of just making it feel like they really were a family, even
Yeah.
though they know that they're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it almost made them feel more like family when they're forced together. You know, like family doesn't choose each other. So it's pretty interesting, cool dynamics.
I like that. Yeah.
Now other things. There was something I want to bring up about Yelena. I thought. Oh yeah, I was gonna credit this movie for about how dark it was. Like there was a lot of blood in this Marvel movie. How many Marvel movies you seen with that much blood in it, bro? There was like people laying on the ground with blood on the floor and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
like and especially in the beginning when she cut open her own leg to
yeah,
get that chip
yeah,
out,
that
like,
was a
stuff
scene.
that.
Like yeah,
That's true.
soldiers dead on the floor and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, you guys are like. You know, Marvel, there's always soldiers down the floor, but this time there were piles of blood next to them and stuff. I was like, oh shit, you guys are allowed to do this
Maybe
now?
that's why it felt different. I don't know.
maybe it felt like
Maybe I just haven't seen blood in so long. It felt old to me.
Someone also said that they tried to get the Mission Impossible people to work on this movie, and there's a lot of scenes that kind of mimic Mission Impossible, so maybe that's also why it feels dated, because they're mimicking a movie that was older than that, and this movie's older than now.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of what it is, AJ. You could
know.
be right about that. But yeah, I thought it was very... And then they talked about some things that you just wouldn't think you would hear in a Marvel movie. They started talking about cutting out their uterus and stuff like that. Like,
Oh yeah.
which, you know, we know. They said they sterilized her, and we know it. We all knew what that meant in Ultron, you know?
Oh
But,
yeah, they were talking about uteruses in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and like how they come out and they rip your
And then-
reproductive organs out, and he was like, "Stop
Yeah,
talking."
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, she's like, "Yeah, that's what happened." Dad.
Where did she like? Yeah, I didn't even make it to the fallopian tubes yet. Like, did you say some shit like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, and he was like, "Oh," I was like, "Man,
Yeah, it was different. That's true too. I don't know why that is. That's interesting.
it's very edgy." Well, I think they were trying to
Yeah.
differentiate it. Like, this is a spy movie. Like, this is,
Yeah.
you know, like this is a people are getting
Spy movies
assassinated.
are old. They
She's
make
an
a lot.
assassin, you know. Like,
Mhm.
it is an old concept. James Bond. It felt very James Bond, you know. Like,
Yeah.
a family of James Bonds, basically.
What about the ending though?
Oh yeah, let's talk about the after credit scene, huh? Is that
Yeah.
what you mean?
Yep.
I love it. I was surprised. I could tell that we were supposed to see this before Captain America
Or
Falcon.
Falcon.
And Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Captain Falcon, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I could tell because I felt like
I still had the same feeling though. Like I feel like it still worked either way.
Yeah,
but
it
I
still
can
works.
tell that this was supposed to be first, and then we're supposed to get that later.
yeah.
But
Like-
either way, it still works.
Yeah, and I'm happy that it still works.
I think this way it worked better because we didn't like freaking John Walker. We didn't like U.S. Agent. So to see U.S. Agent be first to be like recruited, yeah, and then to see Elena, who we see as kind of good, but looks like she's gonna be tricked to being bad. Like that just felt different, you know. If we saw her being tricked to being bad, you know, and then saw John Walker, then I don't know. I feel like that would give us different feelings in it. But now we're like in the oh no type of feeling. Whereas like now we're like I guess we're still like I don't know. It just I can see it being different in a way.
No, I guess you know it
And
sets up
context in it.
it sets up a more progressive feeling about her being conniving. Like
Yeah.
we weren't sure with John Walker like what her deal is.
True, yeah.
But now with this, now we know she's a bitch. Like,
Yeah.
she's actually trying to have the Avengers killed.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
that's thank you, T. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
All right.
But yeah, and then she's this set up Hawkeye, which is going to be a TV series, right, on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy.
and we've known that she's been casted in it for a while, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I told you actually. I showed you the casting. Yeah,
I don't remember it.
Well, anyway, we talked about it, but we just didn't know she would be in there at this capacity. That
Yeah.
she's gonna be after him. So he's probably gonna have 3 villains after him now. It's the swordsman, the tracksuit
Maybe even
mafia.
Foe.
Maybe because there's rumors saying that Kingpin's in the
Oh
Hawkeye
yeah.
show. Have you
Oh
heard
yeah.
that?
I've heard that rumor. Yes.
Maybe even Foe.
Yeah.
It might be Foe. But we know for sure he's gonna have to be dealing with Swordsman, the tracksuit mafia, Yelena Belova, and now maybe Kingpin. Who knows?
That's
if
crazy.
it's true. If it's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
So,
Hawkeye,
yeah.
the Hawkeye show, man. I'm excited now.
You think Black Widow could have been a Disney Plus series?
I think here's something interesting. I was just telling my lady the other day. This movie felt like I think I heard someone else say this, and it just really
Because I feel like it could have been that way, and it could have given us a little more.
Well,
you
this,
know.
someone said something on a channel that I was watching reviews of, and I really rung true. They're like, this felt like the 3rd movie in a trilogy we never got.
Hmm.
And I was like, damn, that's the realest shit ever, because I felt like we
Yeah.
should have seen more of the things that they were talking about.
Yeah.
And Ultron gave us flashes of these things,
Yep.
but not enough to hold on to anything.
Yeah.
So if I would have seen maybe one more Black Widow movie before this one, like I could have been more happy, you know, like
Yeah, I see that.
yeah.
But if you like do what I did, go back and watch all the Black Widow movies. I was pulling out shit from like all the movies, like, oh, I want to hear about that in the movie. I think a lot of the things were addressed, and even stuff that I wasn't sure. Like Loki mentioned daughter of Dreykov.
Oh, I know.
I was like, daughter of Dreykov. I was like, okay, I gotta remember that, and it did come up, and I was excited. I was like, oh, that actually came up.
I was like,
that got paid off.
Yeah,
finally.
I was like, wow, they really planned ahead. So they've known this Black Widow story in their head. They just didn't know what they're gonna put in the movie. But they've always known what her story was.
Yeah.
Like that. I like that.
Yeah, and then the whole thing that she mentioned with Bruce Banner about being sterilized, you know, and then we got a little more detail about that later on. So like, I feel like
fallopian
they took
tubes.
exactly. Yeah. So they took a little bit out of every movie and kind of like, you know, gave us a little bit more context to it, just a bit more. It wasn't like a whole thing.
Yeah.
But like, well, the Dreykov thing was a big thing for sure. But yeah, so I think if you watched it that way, and took those pieces out of each one, I think you might have gotten your first movie right there.
Yeah, it's true. I
enough,
would have
but
actually
like-
liked the movie, you know. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Also, I really like Yelena's fucking suicidal attitude. That's just
Right.
hilarious.
That was
Like,
yeah.
saw the avalanche, like this would be a cool way to
Yeah.
die. Like,
Was it something else? Like, that would have been a cool way to die. Like, she said that a couple times. But,
when they were dissecting her, she's like, this wouldn't be cool.
Oh,
She said
yeah,
this
it's
would
like-
be a lame way to die, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then at the end, like when she was about to take out that fucker,
Dreykov?
Dreykov. She's about to throw that thing in the engine. She's like, "This was fun." And she like before she blew that shit up. I was like, "Oh, that's fucking hilarious!" Like, she's a really likable character.
Yeah,
They did
she's
a good
cool.
job. And yeah, mission accomplished, Mar. We're ready for Dark Avengers now. Like, I already got 2 characters I'll enjoy. You know, between her and John Walker. You know, I'll enjoy how bad he is and stuff. Or and et cetera, et
You
cetera.
think we'll see because we have Abomination coming out in Shang-Chi, right?
I feel like that's the whole point of Shang-Chi.
You think she's Val's gonna show up there and recruit Abomination at the end of that movie, maybe?
100%. I think that's the whole. No, I don't.
No?
I think this Shang-Chi is to put Abomination in a position for She-Hulk, and She-Hulk's ending will have.
Okay, because we have a She-Hulk show coming up. That's right.
Yeah, and Abomination's casted in it. The actor who plays Abomination is casted in
Cool.
She-Hulk.
Okay.
So I think this is to put She-Hulk into position. She's probably gonna put Abomination in jail in some way, and then Homegirl's probably gonna
Oh.
break him out.
The other thing too, in addition to like people looking like setting up for like a Dark Avengers and Thunderbolts and everything, right? Thunderbolt Ross was in the movie, right?
He was?
Because she was chasing Black Widow.
But that's a waste of a cameo. I felt like.
But like
go
she
on.
mentioned to him, like, "Oh, you're looking a little more sickly and shit like that, right?" And then I don't know where I heard this from, but
She
someone
said something
mentioned
about a heart transplant.
Yeah, like is that your second transplant or something like that, right? So we know that he's like super sick, right?
Yeah.
So in order for him to become Red Hulk, maybe he needs to experiment with his health in some way, and that's how we get the Red Hulk.
That's pretty good, AJ. I didn't even consider.
I don't know
that.
where I heard that. I'm not sure if we're
No,
talking about
it's-
it
no,
or
they said he's had another triple bypass.
yeah.
And I believe that was in that movie where Iron Man cameoed. They mentioned something about him having a heart condition too. The Hulk, the Incredible Hulk.
No, it had to be like
No, the Incredible Hulk is where Iron Man cameos at the end, and they mention
Oh, they do?
his heart condition or
Oh,
him
okay.
having He's sitting there drinking and smoking, and somebody's like, "You sure you should?" I think Tony asked him, "You sure you should be
yeah.
drinking with your issues?"
yeah.
And, like,
I remember that now.
And so I feel like, maybe you're right, bro. Maybe they were always setting that up.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. I hadn't thought about
Yeah,
that.
because like they brought it up again. I'm like, that's kind of weird to bring up. I'm like, I don't know where I heard that whole like, oh, or they're setting up, him experimenting with his health and something goes wrong. I was like, oh shit, I don't know where I heard that. But
Maybe that's why he's after the Hulk. He wants this fucking DNA so he can save
right.
himself.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's
Maybe he
Greg.
wants it for Greg.
Damn. Maybe we're stumbling onto a plot for She-Hulk here too. So I guess we'll
Yeah.
see.
Well, yeah.
All right, but was there anything else you want to mention?
I think I'm good.
I think I'm good too, man. Let's jump into some news real quick.
All right. Oh, wrong button. Oh, wrong button again.
Okay,
This is the news.
let's do it.
The news. The news.
What? Let's get it crunk.
All right, T's not here, so I'm gonna start with some news. I guess the first thing I'll start with is like this weird Netflix story I heard. Apparently, Netflix wants to. They said this recently. They want to start to producing, or they want to produce fandom. They want to focus on fandom, is what Netflix wants to do.
Oh, I've been hearing that a lot
Yeah.
lately.
They also want to start doing games. That's another thing they mentioned like a week later. like they're gonna start doing some video games pretty soon too. Which they already tried something with that Black Mirror stuff, right? That
Yeah,
was like
it was
them dipping their toe in there.
I heard it was pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a choose your own adventure type of thing where you just kind of, choose your own adventure. Like they give you options and the story can
Yes.
progress in a certain way. And, there's always a golden route versus
Silver.
versus many other different, routes that are considered losing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, you know
so
what?
it's very video game of them right there.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'm probably never gonna do it because I don't have the time. But if I wanted to do that as a YouTube thing, have a choose your own adventure, like have one video, and you know how you can choose different different videos to click on at the end of a video.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine clicking one to get to the next story if you choose one path, or choosing the other video to go another path, and just you have a bunch of YouTube videos that exist.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like-
I mean, their YouTube algorithm is set up to kind of do that. You know how they recommend certain videos based on certain things, like
Well, you can set those up yourself though.
ooh, even better.
Yeah, so that's it. Anyways, but yeah, Netflix wants to do some gaming stuff. Also, I thought this was funny, but a few years ago, Netflix said that they're competing with sleep, and that's their focus right now, is to somehow compete with sleep, right? And then this year they said like a year or two ago they said that we're competing with Fortnite. That's our main issue. We're not worried about Hulu or whoever else exists right now. And even today they're like, we're not worried about HBO or Disney Plus because we're competing with YouTube and TikTok.
They're trying to look at the bigger picture, huh? And,
I don't know in what way, but if they're trying to compete with TikTok, which is mostly a mobile app, they may be trying to focus on mobile stuff, which is why they want to get gaming as their thing, and that's why they want mobile gaming. Maybe, I don't know.
It's funny you said they were competing with sleep because there is a thing that they have now where it's shit to listen to while you're asleep. Like
They do.
Yeah, it's like a thing. Like I feel like it's like relaxing thing or meditative sleep or something like that.
Yeah.
They have on Netflix now.
Something about white noise thing or something.
Something like that. Yeah. And
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I'm like, oh
That's
shit.
hilarious.
So they are battling sleep right now,
And they're in the middle of that war right now. It's funny. But yeah, we'll see what Netflix does. But they're serious about this whole video gaming stuff, and they actually hired some people like from the industry and all that. So look out for some Netflix gaming. Going back to that fandom thing they mentioned too. So they want to like have their own original series, their own IPs, and then make games off of those to keep people on their system. For example, we have Stranger Things, which is a Netflix thing. So maybe we'll get some Stranger Things themed games in the future.
That'd be cool.
Maybe not choose your own adventure, but actual games though, like things you can click or have a controller for streaming a video game. So it could be a thing we see in the future.
Okay, interesting. All right. Other piece of news also concerning Netflix. So they want to get into the fandom or make the fandom happy, huh? So AJ, why don't you click that first one there?
This first one. Huh?
Let's see how the fans feel about this.
All right. Oh, what the fuck?
It's the first look of Usagi Yojimbo.
That's crazy. He looks weird.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. He looks kind of sleeker than I feel like he looks more ninja than he does samurai.
Samurai, yeah. Well, with his stance, he does for sure.
And with the outfit too.
He has too much bangs.
Yeah, he got mad bangs.
Yeah, but interesting. That's crazy.
Yeah. So this is a thing. We knew it was a thing, but here we go.
Yeah. I wonder if they will do Ninja Turtle connections or not, because that's where he's like kind of popular from. But he's his own character though. He's his own thing.
Yeah, I think they got him in the license, right? Or they asked the creator.
It was more like a crossover type of thing.
Yeah, to like promote both of them.
Yeah.
Also, I do know this show will contain him with a ragtag group of
Chronicles.
Animal partners and friends. I believe there's going to be a pickpocket, an acrobat, a ninja,
okay,
and a pet lizard.
Okay, I don't know. Oh,
and so
no way.
And so I'm kind of thinking that like a ninja. I wonder if their ninja will have any connections to like Splinter and Shredder's clan.
That'd be cool. Usagi, at least his own comic series, it looks like it takes place back in like feudal Japan,
that's
like way back in the day.
Like if they're like some ancestors to like Splinter and Shredder and them. Like, maybe
the Foot Clan or the Omato clan.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that it's animal friends. What if it's a turtle? That'd be great.
That'd be crazy.
For some reason, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just headcanoning everything they're talking about. I don't know.
The funny thing is, you bring out that pet lizard thing throughout the comic series. This is random like little lizard. It looks like a dinosaur. He's just always in the background somewhere, just doing his thing. He's not really a part of any story. He's just always around.
Huh.
So the fact he just said lizard pet, like I was like, are they gonna put that little dinosaur creature like in the story somehow too?
I guess so, man.
That's funny. And like a lot of the characters are based off animals. Like there's a rhino dude. There's a tiger. I think there's a tiger who is like a ninja. I think there's a whole Tiger Clan. Yeah, there's things they could do things with this, so that sounds cool. Based off what little comics I read, sounds exciting.
Yeah, I'm interested, and I'm glad to hear that you're okay with the look. Like you don't mind.
I don't hate it. Like, yeah, it could have been maybe a tiny bit better, but I don't hate it though. I always thought he looked weird though, like in the comic series, because he has nothing. He just has just a big ass forehead in the comic series.
That's true.
So giving him some bangs, I'm not used to it, but I'm
evens
not
him
mad
out.
at it. Yeah, I guess it does. But yeah, okay, that's cool then.
All right, AJ, some news for us.
Yeah, so this is a big one that I'm kind of excited for. But Steam, or Valve rather, the creators of Steam, creators of like Portal and like Team Fortress and what's that other game? The Orange Box. What was on the Orange Box though? Fucking. We're waiting for our part 3 of it. What's the name of that game?
I can't remember either. I just remember Portal's one of the games. But anyway, go on.
Anyways, you don't have a third game, so I can't remember the name of your game. But they're working on a handheld device that is actually set to release pretty soon. It's called the what's it called? The Steam Deck.
Steam Deck.
Yeah, not to get confused with the Stream Deck, which I have right here, which I've used to switch our scenes back and forth, which is the joke that everyone's been saying lately. Is like, it's not a Stream Deck, guys. This is a Steam Deck. I think it could have been a better name for sure. But yeah, this is a little handheld device. It's basically a computer. I wonder if I have a better picture of it here somewhere. It has like I was gonna get the specs for this. I never got the specs for it, but it's supposed to have a kind of like a GPU, CPU like combination chip, an AMD one. Everyone seems to say that it's pretty decent. Like all the like computer channels I follow have seemed to be saying that this sounds pretty good for what it is. It has the shape of a Switch, so everyone's also been joking around saying, oh, this is the actual Switch Pro right here, since Nintendo announced their new Switch recently, and it wasn't the Switch Pro like everyone wanted. This is what we're getting instead. Other people have been, at least I heard one people complain about the layout of the buttons on there, which I think could work, because the Switch, I cannot hold the Switch for too long without my hand cramping up, with the buttons being as far to the edges and in the middle as they are, and that thing is so like thin, there's nothing to grip, and it's just uncomfortable to hold for a long period of time. This thing though, buttons are a little bit higher, so my thumbs have room to reach and actually, you know, be able to push the buttons and use the stick. It also has some grips onto it too, which should make it more comfortable. It also has these touch pads on there. I think this whole design is based off that Steam controller that I also have, which I liked how that felt. They took that concept for sure there. In addition to that, it has like your normal bumpers and triggers, and it has other like paddles on the bottom too, which gives you a lot of different flexibility for your games. It also runs Steam OS, their own OS, which is Linux based, but they're doing something to it where they add in functionality that it can play Windows based games too, which is cool. It also has 3 different versions. They're all different price. I think the baseline price is about 400, I believe is what it is, and it goes all the way up to like 700 almost. The lower end version has like its own like small amount of memory. I think it's like 64 gigabytes, I think, or something crazy like that. The higher up versions have an actual M.2 slot, which will give you like 128 gigabytes, which is still pretty good, maybe not enough, but the fact that it's an M.2 slot means that you can take it out and put your own in. And I think they said you are able to do that with one of the mid or higher tier ones, which sounds cool. So yeah, memory storage, that's exactly what I'm just talking about. M.2 sticks. I think it's a tinier M.2 sticks too, but they make those. You can get more in there. And since Steam has their own streaming service type of thing going on, that where you can stream games from your own computer to another device, that might be a way to play games on there too. Just stream it from your computer over your own local area network onto the Steam Deck. That's another way to play it too. So I think this is pretty good. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm kind of excited for it. Other people have been making like jokes like, oh, like we no one could get a freaking graphics card for like more than $2,000 right now, right? But this is like $400. Like this is almost the same thing. This is probably better. So, but it sounds pretty good. Oh, also they said it's basically a computer. You can actually load Windows onto it, or just straight up Linux.
You can browse. Like, wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, so it comes like stock Steam OS, which only works with Steam shit, but you can uninstall it and install Windows. They said like Valve themselves said you can do that. So
Wow, Valve
pretty
said-
good.
I mean, that's legit.
yeah, So this is pretty exciting. I'm kind of down. If I have money in the future, I'm down for one of these. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm good. Maybe I don't need it. We'll see. It does have USB ports. One thing I was worried about was like, can I plug in my arcade stick into this and then play my fighting game? Because that's basically what I play right on Steam. And I think you could do that because there are USB ports on it too. So that's cool. Also today they announced saying that they have it locked at 30 FPS. Or no, they have a minimum target of 30 FPS, which is decent. That's good. If that's your minimum, that's awesome. That means you can go beyond 30 FPS, frames per second. Also, they say it has about a 2 to 8 hour battery life. They said they can expect players to play 4 hours of Portal 2 running at 720p 60 FPS on that, which is pretty good. Portal 2, 4 hours at like a decent, good high frame rate and everything. Sounds pretty sick.
That's a good deal.
So it sounds pretty powerful there. So look out for this. I think it comes out sometime next year.
Okay.
Oh no, late 2021. Never mind, later this year. My bad, guys. Coming soon.
Other news. I guess this news is kind of more with a tinfoil hat theory.
All right.
So.
Is it a?
I heard a rumor.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not a rumor.
Okay.
It's based on facts.
Okay.
So our boy Charlie Cox. Does that name ring a bell to you?
It does.
Yeah, that's our boy Daredevil, right?
Yep.
So he was supposed to show up at Comic-Con, which takes place August 6th, August 7th. Yeah, he canceled that appearance.
Interesting.
Due to last-minute filming scheduling, right? Which is that happens all the time.
What is he filming though?
Good question. I got some theories, of course, right?
Okay.
My theory is because it's happening right now. They're doing reshoots for Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Oh.
Right now. And
Okay.
and that's set to be going on till like the 12th.
Okay. Oh, okay. That kind of falls into.
Right?
We're just connecting dots here, guys.
That being said, She-Hulk is about to start shooting.
Oh.
So maybe they're trying to knock out both filmings at the same time.
Oh, right. What's that button at?
Yeah, man. I don't know. This is just good memory that you found it with one.
I know, right? Both of them.
Oh man. Yeah, man. I mean, that's nothing. It's all facts, but that doesn't confirm anything. But I'm just like
those are all separate facts.
Yeah.
But we're just trying to make a sandwich here that we can all eat and digest and be happy with.
Damn, good metaphor, AJ. That was a good one. That was a good one.
There's layers to this. Yeah, we're not saying he's actually going to shoot for these, but where else is he going? What else is he shooting?
I mean, he has the most connections to Spider-Man out of the whole MCU, and then like fucking She-Hulk, as a lawyer, is also a lawyer.
When has Hawkeye? Is it currently still filming?
No,
Are
they're
they
done.
They're done.
They've been done with
So
Hawkeye.
he's not going to be showing up in Hawkeye then.
No, but we do know that the rumor is Wilson Fisk is showing up in Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it's all set up to put them back together.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Now, if he comes back, I don't know if it'll even be the same Daredevil from the show. It might be a different universe.
It all freaking depends on how they fucking do this whole multiverse split that's going on with freaking at the end of,
They could easily say that's another universe. That universe that we saw on Netflix. That could be a separate universe, and this is our version of Charlie Cox. Our version of Matt Murdock.
Maybe something split off and kind of came back in, and now it's part. I don't know. Like they like it's an open book right now. They can do whatever.
Yeah. They can
A variant, says Tai Chi.
And this connects to my other piece of news I have. I mean, it's not really. I mean, I guess it is news because it is. No, it's news. But,
Okay.
But it's just barely news. But Kevin Feige had came out and said that they just had their meeting between him and all the other Marvel film creators and execs about the rules of the multiverse.
Oh.
And what they're really allowed to do.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
They just got together, and this is
Do we know these rules?
This was last week.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, last week. Yeah, no. Obviously, they didn't tell us.
They didn't tell the public.
But
Okay.
all of them together, as the writers and directors, all got together and had a little powwow and talked about how this is what the multiverse is going to be.
Yeah.
These are the rules. We're not going to break them.
Yeah.
So that way, everything is going to make sense all across the board.
Yeah. It's like you could bring in Fox actors and characters from that Fox franchise series, but if you bring them in, take them out at the end of your movie because we don't want them spoiling our main, sacred timeline over here.
Probably some shit like
Probably
that.
some shit like that, right?
He's King the Conqueror trying to preserve the timeline. Yeah,
Yo, imagine it was just Kevin Feige right there at the end, open the doors, just Feige sitting there.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't fuck with Sony, because they always try to do some other shit with Spider-Man. And he's like,
Yo,
yeah, that's a separate timeline.
What if Feige is the Watcher?
Damn, but in real life. And
Yeah.
what if he's the watcher that decided to stop watching? Man, he's like, I'm gonna make it happen. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways,
That's
that's interesting. That's crazy.
Yeah. You know what's funny in the Spider-Man
I
cartoon?
think we'll see Molecule Man.
No, I think he's too broken, man. I think he's just too broken to like.
That's what I'm hoping for. I barely know who he is, but I've heard of him, and he sounds really like, as you said, broken. So
Yeah, I mean the thing is like, if they do that, like, they gotta find a way to limit his powers, which they've done that. They've limited Thanos because Thanos is too broken. Like if they would have
like,
done,
Infinity Stones are too broken, but they put like a thing on
They
it.
nerfed
to make,
them,
Yeah,
yeah.
they nerfed them.
they nerfed the whole. They nerfed Thanos and they nerfed the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
They nerfed it all because like he'd have been too powerful by realistic standards. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like like they really couldn't have done anything. Like he could just make them all disappear whenever he wants, or like turn them into a Jack in the Box. You know, like he
Yeah.
can do whatever he wants.
I think he did do that, right?
He
In
did
the
do
comics,
some shit
yeah.
like that. Yeah, he turned someone into stone. And he does it for a minute in the movies, but he doesn't really follow through with it. In the comics, when he does it, you're stuck like
yeah,
that. Like
you're,
like,
actually that.
yeah. So yeah, they're good at nerfing things. So maybe they will do Molecule Man, but I just feel like there's just
We
too
call
much.
him Atom Man, you know.
That'd be whack. Yeah, I just feel like he can do too much for them to bring him in, but we'll see. Because Secret Wars, you know, everyone thinks that's around the corner, and Molecule Man's a big part of Secret Wars.
Oh, okay.
You should really read that, but I know you're not gonna read it. So
I know. Yeah.
Anyway, I guess your turn.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Dragon Prince,
Oh, you've been
which is a
watching it.
Netflix series, right? have you finished watching it?
No,
No?
I'm
All right.
sorry.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that they were working on like a board game, and the creators of Boss Monster, a card game that I play, that I own, they were the ones making this separate like game for the Dragon Prince, right?
Oh shit.
Turns out that if you happen to pre-order that, they're giving you some bonuses. I want to bring up the freaking. So if you do pre-order this board game based off the Dragon Prince, you will get cards that work for Boss Monster. Here they are right here. So this is the Boss
like
Monster
special
card game.
edition thing. Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
and it's actually characters from the actual series, which is pretty cool. So there's 8 cards in total, 4 hero cards, 3 epic heroes, and 1 boss card. The boss is I don't even know his name. The main wizard dude, right? Oh no, it's not him. Oh, it's the dude in the mirror. What? Okay, that's pretty cool. And then your normal like heroes are Amaya, Callum, Isra, and Rayla, which kind of sucks that they're just normal heroes. While you got the epic hero being Claudia, Soren, and Viren, which okay, fine, but that sounds pretty cool though. So if anyone likes that game, any of these games, like look out for those, I suppose. They're currently not doing pre-orders anymore, guys. So you probably might have missed
they're
your
already done
chance,
with
though.
they're already done with the pre-orders.
Yeah, they're done with the pre-orders for that game. I'm not sure there's any other ways to get these cards other than the pre-orders right now, but look out for that. But I thought that was pretty cool to kind of talk about real quick, that they can just do that shit.
Okay. Other quick piece of news. AJ, I'm sure you remember a little show called
Samurai Pizza Cats? No.
yeah, I know you remember that. I love that shit. But no, MTV Cribs.
Oh yes,
It's coming back.
it's coming back.
Yes, sir.
Damn, I didn't even know it left.
They even have a little trailer for it. You can watch, like a little teaser, you know.
Oh, cool. Oh,
But,
interesting. I wonder who they're gonna be freaking showing houses.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, do we have a list? Maybe like for a first season? Anyone that we care about?
I have a list of people that used to do, but I don't know about now. Let's see.
Okay.
The people that used to have, I'm sure you remember, Nick Young, Ashley Simpson, Evan Ross.
Yeah.
Big...
I want to know who they're doing now. Like, what's the list for the?
Oh wait,
for the new
Nick. Oh
series?
no, this might be the new list because
really?
Big Sean's on here.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, this is the new list. I think they're just going back to some people.
Oh, here's the people that now. Here's our house
yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
They downgraded because they're no longer popular.
Basically, right? Or they're more balling because they're just quiet and building money now. You know what I mean? Martha Stewart, Nick Young, Nick Tortorelli. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Snooki from whatever the fuck. What was that? Jersey
Shores.
Yeah. Yeah. See, motherfuckers.
Okay.
But apparently they're also gonna do 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg. They're gonna run over a few Lil Wayne. Yeah, so yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty cool.
That sounds cool.
They're also going to be showing stuff from the vault too, of like old shit. Other
Deleted scenes from previous episodes.
basic. I think it's basically like that,
Yeah.
or flashbacks to old ones that were popular.
Right,
I
right.
think. Yeah. So yeah, MTV Cribs coming back.
On MTV, or can we stream this shit somewhere?
I'm sure they'll
probably
make their own
on
streaming service.
Paramount. It's probably gonna be on Paramount because Paramount is Viacom. I think Viacom owns MTV, or I think I might be
Viacom
wrong.
does. Yeah, no. I think Viacom does
Yeah.
on MTV.
Connecting the dots here.
Damn, that's pretty good, AJ. MTV. Which streaming service? Oh, I can't. Yeah, no, I guess it hasn't been announced.
My guess would be Paramount, though.
You're probably
If I
right.
had to guess.
All right, but yeah, it's coming back. MTV Cribs, be hyped, I guess.
I guess, yeah. I'm
Um,
not sure how hyped I am though.
wait, how much news you got?
I got a couple more. Not too big though.
Not too many.
Yeah, I got a lot, but they're not like big things.
That's
Like
fine.
for example, Pokemon Unite is out. This is a MOBA, kind of like League of Legends or Heroes of the Storm or Dota. There's a Pokemon version of this now, and it's out. I also heard it's kind of broken too because it's free to play. You can play it on mobile, you can play it on a Switch, you can play it on PC, I believe. But there's if it's free, that means there's a lot of microtransactions in it, right?
Oh god.
And people are discovering it's kind of like pay to win type of scenarios going
Of
on now.
course.
Like if you pay enough money, you might be able to level up enough to just own shit. And people have put it to the test. It's like, yeah, if you paid enough to do this one particular thing, then yeah, you're gonna have a big advantage over other people for sure. So it's like that. But I've also heard it's kind of fun, and they're slowly like giving us new Pokemon. There's a list. I wish I brought the list, but they have a list of Pokemon that are usable in the game, and there's a lot of weird ones in there too. Like, wow, why would you choose that one? That's pretty cool. Like, what was one of the weird ones I saw? There's a couple of weird ones. So just think of a weird Pokemon, and it's probably one of the playable ones there. But yeah, Pokemon Unite, check it out. I kind of want to check it out pretty soon.
Okay.
Because I've always wanted to try a MOBA, just to get a feel of what those are. MOBA stands for I think it stands for multi online battle arena. Let's see if I see characters. Here we go. These are the characters here. Okay, Pikachu, of course, Gardevoir, Greninja, like a Talonflame, Lucario, Venusaur, Mr. Mime, Alolan, Ninetales, Gengar. Where are them all? Yeah, Snorlax is in there. Oh yeah, Crustle. Why Crustle out of all Pokemon? That's a weird one to me. But yeah, so anyone interested in MOBAs, check it out.
All
And
right.
this dude, like, who the fuck is this? Like, he's a usable one. All right, you got anything else? Or you want me to go for another
Yeah,
one?
no, I got one. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I guess I should say more
Yes.
specifically. So
I didn't even switch screens to show you my Pokemon earlier.
as we all know, the TV show has been canceled. The Netflix show that
Yeah.
everyone likes. But did you know that TV show had sprang from a comic book first? That it came out in 2017.
I don't doubt it because I've seen this comic in like the comic book stores before, and I kind of seen like the same feel. Like I feel like they re-jumped it. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, this came from a comic book from 2017.
Mm-hmm.
It was wildly popular, and that's why Netflix picked it up because of
Yeah.
that. And so, now that the Netflix show is canceled, the showrunner of the TV show, as well as the writer of the TV show, have both come back together to continue Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the comic book. And this comic book will continue after the show. So this will be your continuation of the Sabrina
wow.
the Teenage
Okay.
Witch show. So it's almost like, I think they're also almost playing as if the comics and the shows are like one thing, or the comics was set up for the show. I don't know what it was, but the story will be continuing with this one. And so you're gonna get some more of your story here. And Archie Comics will be involved again, so they're working with their original people they worked with before. The showrunner's name was Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, and the series writer for the book was Robert Hack. Yeah, and they're all getting back together to make this new one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
It's kind of like Avatar, how like Last Airbender, their series is done. They have a bunch of comic series to kind of complete the story.
yeah,
Even though it's not full canon, supposedly, it's still pretty cool. This one
And-
sounds like it's going to be actually canon.
yeah, I think this will be canon unless they greenlight them for more shit at some point. Then it won't be canon all of a sudden, and they'll make a show that will continue it. You
Right.
know how they do. You know
Yeah.
how they do. But for now, yeah, this is the continuation. So keep your eyes out. This will come out October 13th of this year.
Ooh,
so
just in time for Halloween, guys.
Yup, just in time. So keep your eyes open. There will also be some of the Riverdale writers involved in this as well.
Yeah, Taichi mentioned it's also the Archie comic universe, so they kind of have their own universe, Riverdale, and which is basically Archie himself. and Sabrina, they're all like Archie, so they all kind of have their own universe, and they kind of mention each other in their individual shows. I'm not sure if there's any crossover. I'm hoping for a crossover.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that ever happened or not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a thing.
All right. You wanna go?
Yeah. So the Neo, The World Ends With You. Have you traded out yet? Have you checked it out?
Is that the second one? It's out?
I think it just came out yesterday, I believe.
No, I haven't even touched it. I honestly have to go back to Pokemon Snap. I stopped playing it just because I wanted to play more Splatoon before I go to bed. Like,
yeah.
But man, I need to go back to Snap. But yeah, okay, tell me, Neo World Ends With You.
Yeah, well, before the release, actually, one thing I want to mention is that they kind of fucked up Square Enix.
Oh no! Don't tell me that.
They released the game 10 days early. So 2 weeks ago, they actually released it on accident because they're giving out codes for people that pre-ordered it, right? You know, for extra bonuses for the game and all that. So for pre-ordering it early. Turns out the code they actually gave out was the actual game code that allows you to download the actual game. So a lot of people got to play the game early, and then they stopped that right away and stopped giving out any type of codes because they just fucked up so bad. I guess they couldn't figure out which codes are which anymore. So that happened. But anyways, the game's actually out now. I'm pretty sure it's actually out. And Famitsu gave it a 35 out of 40.
Oh wow, people like it?
At least Famitsu does.
Oh shit.
So,
oh no. You know what's funny in my head? I think that's why I wasn't looking at the date. I kind of wrote it out because that remake was so bad. So I just kind of wrote it out in my head, like, all right, I'm not playing World.
But it's new though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you telling me that people actually rate it decently is kind of like, oh shit. Do I need to put this back in my mind, like back into my consciousness of world and gaming and shit? Like, oh man, I'm not excited to do that though.
Someone gave it a 9 out of 10. Someone gave it a 33 out of 40.
Oh shit.
An 8 out of 10. So it's pretty up there for some of the ratings people are giving it.
Oh no, I like the designs too. Oh no.
So yeah,
AJ,
come back to Unfocused to see how T reviews this game next time.
I have to get on this, bro. I have to get on this. Oh no, fuck! A New World Ends With You is actually good. Especially, I think it's also because the anime wasn't that good. It kind of turned me off.
Oh, did it? Oh, you end up seeing it?
Yeah, I watched a few episodes of it. It was all right. Like, it wasn't bad, but I was just like,
maybe I should check it out. Can I check it out and get a feel of the story?
Yeah,
and everything?
for you, that's someone that's blank. I want to know what you think when you watch the anime. If it paints the picture that I felt when I played the game.
Okay, maybe I'll go. Where's it at? Where can I watch it?
Hulu has it.
Hulu. Okay, maybe I'll check that out too. It's like a short series, right?
Yeah, I think it's only 13 episodes.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'd prefer you to watch My Hero Academia, but that's kind of long.
No,
I was gonna say that My Hero Academia is a short watch, but no. Now that so many years have passed, there's actually almost 100 episodes of My Hero Academia.
Damn.
I think no, there's more. There's more than 100 now.
So there's a few seasons out already then. Huh?
Yeah, there's because I think I was first bugging you around season 2. At that time, there was 26 episodes out. I'm like, just watch it. It'll be a quick watch. But I realized I've been saying that for so long that that's not true anymore. It's probably better you waited because now you're gonna have all this shit to watch.
Yeah.
It's dope too. Anyway, yeah.
Too. Taichi says that Neo and The World Ends With You is not a touchscreen game anymore. It's on PS4 also.
Ooh.
So it's not a touchscreen game. So it's gonna
be
different.
I don't need it to be touchscreen as long as it has that same feel. The thing about that game is you were playing on 2 different fucking platforms. And you had to think about 2 different and your characters operated differently too.
Yeah.
So you really had to slow yourself down and really think, okay, what am I gonna do right now? Because I don't have a lot of time, and if I rush this, I'm not gonna get anywhere. I have to fucking slow down and try to think about both my characters. Something about the way that game made me think and expand my mind was so dope. You really had to look at both screens, or look at both things going on and do different combos depending on who you were,
Yeah, and then I have no clue how this one plays at all. I haven't seen any gameplay, so maybe we should check that out too.
Yeah, let's look at it. Maybe a YouTube video after we're done with the podcast today.
Yeah.
But okay, very cool. I'm excited for this. I can't wait. Other things to talk about. Should we talk real quick? Oh, no, I guess I can say real quick. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that drift hack thing we just saw, man. What the fuck, man? I can't believe it's so easy after all that.
Which is funny too because Nintendo has been saying there's no drift for our Switch controllers. Our Joy-Cons don't have drift. They actually really haven't said it. They've mostly just been
they said no. They did
ignoring.
No, they did say it. They said drift doesn't exist. They said it's not like a real thing. Like I saw them like post one time saying
I
that.
think I know they're mostly ignoring it for the most part, like just not mentioning it or saying like, oh, yeah, it's not that big of a deal, even though they're being sued for it currently in the moment right now.
That's why they're being
ongoing
sued.
lawsuit right now.
That's probably why they're being sued, because they're saying it doesn't exist.
It is they're not being sued for it not being existing. They're being sued because it is a thing that people have been affected by. So there's a class action lawsuit currently going on right now. So maybe they can't really say anything about it right now. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, I didn't even thought about that.
And the other thing too, like when that new Switch was announced last week or a couple weeks ago, they kind of mentioned like, oh yeah, there's no drift problem, so we didn't bother fixing anything. It's the same Joy-Con. So everyone's upset like, oh, you guys didn't fucking give us a new Joy-Con to fix your drift, and it was like, there's no drift. What are you talking about? Yeah, so that's
they want to pay more money to redesign it.
So there's a fix, obviously, if you've listened to previous episodes on Focus here, we've had our drift issues on our Switches.
Both of us have.
Yes, I've had it once, and I went ahead and replaced the thing into it. And then T also had the issue and got it again, even though I replaced it. So replacing it is not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough to replace it.
No, but apparently there's a small little hack you can do that
By the
T
way,
showed me.
This was pioneered by VKS. That's the guy's name. We saw it on a different video, but the originator is a YouTube channel called VKS.
Yeah.
And
so if you want to know how to do it, pretty much all you got to do is put something at least a millimeter thick, just inside the casing, it seems, but right underneath the joystick.
Yeah,
that's enough to put pressure up on the stick, because because no one knows exactly why it drifts. I've heard before that maybe dust gets inside underneath the stick somehow, and where all the sensors are at that detects where you're pushing the stick around, people say, well, maybe there's dust in there and now it can't detect well, and that's why it's drifting. The other theory, like I just saw right now, is that maybe the casing gets a little bit looser, so that connection isn't so good. Maybe that's why dust gets in there. But if you put some pressure on the bottom of it, that might help it. And so far, at least for the last couple of weeks or a week or so that someone's been trying this, it hasn't drifted yet.
Yeah,
so
they've been good, and
that might
sounds
be
like they've been pushing it too. When we saw the video, he was fucking with it.
Yeah.
He was doing things that would definitely cause it.
Yeah, he's putting hard pressure on the stick. He was freaking treating it like a fidget spinner. He's doing weird things with it.
You say he was doing it too while he was doing other things. So throughout the day, he was fucking with it.
Yeah, and just to get it to drift, and it hasn't drifted yet. I haven't watched the full video. I haven't seen his full review on it. But it sounds like it's going around.
Little millimeter thin shiv right under the casing of the joystick.
Yeah,
and it fucking fits in there. Yeah.
So if you have a tool to open it, and you have maybe a couple of pieces of paper, that might be enough. That may be all you need. 3D printer, you could probably 3D print something, which is probably something I'll be looking into. But yeah, that's a thing that you can guys do. Go look it up if you're interested.
Okay, one quick piece of news, AJ. So I know I've been bugging you to finish this, but now and then I've been like, every time you remind me well, where am I gonna watch it? I'm always like, fuck, there's nowhere to watch it. But guess what? August 1st, there's no excuse anymore. The last 2 seasons of Hunter x Hunter will finally be added to Netflix.
Ooh, exciting!
August 1st.
Netflix. Damn, but I'm canceling my Netflix for next one. No, I was kidding.
No.
No, I don't use it enough.
Right? Yeah, man. So finally, you'll have the last 2 seasons, which will tell you the Ant arc. I recommend you guys restart the Ant arc. I think there's only 15 or 20 episodes you guys have, because they didn't have very much of it at all when you guys got into it. They only had a little bit. I recommend you rewatch it, because everything in it counts and everything in it matters. And I am so hyped that the whole world can finally see that last part. I know a lot of people that loved Hunter x Hunter watching it on Netflix, and and it just stops.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, there's more. And they're like, well, where can I watch it?
Yep.
And I look, and there's nowhere you can watch it. Even Hulu stops only 3 or 4 more episodes after where Netflix stops. So you can get 2 or 3 or 4 more episodes if you want, but that's it.
Yeah, there's only literally only a small handful of episodes, and it's. I mean, if you care, it's dubbed. I'm sorry, it's not dubbed. It's subbed. It's not dubbed. I was watching it dubbed. So hopefully, what Netflix has is dubbed, because that's how I was watching it.
I think they're gonna have dual languages. Yeah, they're gonna have both.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah. So
I got more things to do. I got Hero. I got freaking Hunter.
Yeah. Oh man.
I got my my other car show coming out next week.
That race. Is that the racing one that you guys like, where people from different countries race?
No, it was the garage one I was watching the other day.
Okay.
Season 3 for that.
That's right. Okay. But yeah, man, finally, you and everyone else will get to finish Hunter x Hunter. Look, Tai Chi's finally gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I almost asked you about that last Sunday, Tai Chi, if you're gonna watch Hunter or not. That's funny you brought it up. All right, AJ.
All right, Activision's fucking up, guys.
As always.
As always. So Activision Blizzard apparently is being sued by the state of California.
I just heard about this today from my lady.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird shit going on. Just a bad culture within the whole wherever you call their work area, their workspace. A bunch of higher ups are pretty a bunch of dicks, and
getting drunk and groping women.
Yeah, pretty much, exactly. Sexual assaults going on. People just drinking whenever they're allowed to drink too. Apparently.
Yeah, they have a policy, which they're a private company, so they can have whatever policy they want.
Yeah,
and they can drink on the job.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then them drinking on the job means that someone else has to take over the work, so they go ahead and give it to other lower employees or women of the workplace to kind of pick up their slack because they're drunk at work. So it's kind of fucked up. So yeah, they're finally being sued for all that type of sexist, harmful workplace culture thing that's going on. Activision even had the audacity to come out and say we're not doing anything bad, but the people who came here to fix our shit, they're the ones saying bad shit about us. Like, why are you listening? They said some shit ridiculous to that effect. Oh, it's like,
wow.
Like, why are you saying that they came in there to fix your guys' mistakes, and now you're blaming them? Like,
and I was told that the person involved with the cleanup basically is a woman. So basically, a woman got forced to fucking fix all the problems that they had caused this whole time, and wow. Basically, she's the one taking the slack for what's happening right now.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man.
That's crazy.
Exactly. They're continuing the practice.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and they also brought up some other shit because apparently there was one lady that was working there a few years ago who actually killed herself. She was dating one of the superiors, one of her supervisors or whatever, and that dude, they went on a business trip together, and on that trip, she killed herself because he was out there showing pictures to other workers of her and all that. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And then they Activision had the audacity to be like, yeah, and why are they bringing up this thing that has nothing to do with what's going on right now? That's exactly what's going on.
That's exactly part of it. What?
Yeah. So it's bad. It kind of sucks. And I don't play I don't play any Activision games. I don't think Activision does Call of Duty. That's the main thing.
I haven't played Activision games since we were in college. I can't even think of the one we were playing in college.
Tony Hawk, I guess, would be a one that I played back in the day.
So I
think
the only real
Activision game.
I feel like there's a Spider-Man game they made for PlayStation.
There were some Spider-Mans, but Blizzard though.
Oh man.
Yeah, because Blizzard was bought by Activision. I'm not sure how much the Blizzard part of this is affected.
No, Blizzard. This is happening at Blizzard too.
Oh yeah.
I heard it's happening at Blizzard.
Oh yeah, Taichi said it's more of a Blizzard problem. That sucks.
Yeah, it's bled into Activision because it's almost like Activision bought them and they're like, hey, we can get away with this.
Oh, I didn't know you guys are doing it like this.
Yeah,
we've been doing it around this whole time.
We didn't even think about that.
Yeah, we thought this was off. We shouldn't be doing this shit, but you guys are all right. Let's do this. I don't know. That's kind of sucks. So yeah, I think today they had planned a walkout at the company. And then people over social media were also saying hey, don't play any Activision Blizzard games, to support their walkout and all that. I haven't been playing shit in a while anyway, so I guess it worked out.
I don't even think I have anything to quit. I don't have anything to quit. I'm good.
But yeah, so that kind of sucks. So if anyone's hearing stuff, that's kind of what's going on in that.
Yeah, fuck those motherfuckers. All right.
But yeah, they're being sued by California though. Yeah, so that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh no, we're still getting Diablo too. If anything, we're gonna get it faster because they need to make their money back.
That, or maybe that might slow it down. I don't know. Who knows?
No.
Which one? Am I clicking this one?
Yeah, that one. So, AJ, have you ever heard of deepfake?
Yes, I heard a lot about deepfakes.
Have you seen any?
I have not seen any, but I hear stories about it all the time.
Okay. Well, you should definitely look it up on YouTube sometimes.
Yeah.
Because these guys, they always whenever Star Wars specifically does face edits, remember when they did Tarkin and Leia and Rogue One?
Wait, before we go into that real quick, but I know what you're talking about. But Tai Chi says he's asking, are we actually going to be playing Diablo 2 when it comes out based off the current culture? I'm pretty sure.
Well, I told you the other day, I already am trying not to play Diablo because I know what happens to me with Diablo 2.
But also,
but especially now that I know this, now I'm definitely not going to play.
But also consider this though, that you know, a bunch of workers also like worked on this game. They need their own support. We can't look at the higher ups and just ban all Activision stuff based off what the higher up, what superiors, what the supervisor managers are doing. You
Well,
know?
if these guys are working for hourly, they get paid the same anyway. It's not like they get paid commission.
Well, if no one buys a game, then that means that they're going to be out of a job right away.
It's probably better for them. They don't want to work there. Fuck that place.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
All right, well,
But then again, also think about too, like let's say that does happen and they go somewhere else. Maybe other companies that see them like, oh no, these are one of the Activision guys. You know, you heard about them, right? Let's not hire them. That could be a thing too. I don't know. So just consider that. Like, don't completely boycott and ban the whole thing because of people who are actually like in the right. You know, and we need to do something about the higher ups. I don't know how to do that, but a way to think about it, which is what else also I've been hearing around too. But anyways, so yeah, deep fakes. They did it in Disney, right? So we have Luke Skywalker, right? Is that a spoiler, guys? Are we okay?
oh
to talk
yeah,
about
this is definitely a Mandalorian spoiler. So if anybody has,
Well, you saying Mandalorian right now, it made it more of a spoiler. Just
it doesn't matter. They need to know. Yeah, don't listen to this 'cause we're talking about these. But
we saw it for Leia, right?
yeah, for
and
Leia,
Rogue
for
One.
Tarkin, Rogue One, and then other appearances. But like they always do a better version of it. And they always put theirs side by side next to fucking Lucas art ones, and it always looks better. And they have a YouTube channel, like a whole fucking thing that makes it, it's a big channel.
Yeah.
And all the fans are always like, Lucasfilm, they always show you they do it better than you. Why aren't you hiring these fuckers to do it? You know, like, well, guess what? Lucasfilm finally listened.
Oh.
And there's one specifically their most famous deepfaker, Shamuk. He now works for Lucasfilm, and he's specifically the senior facial capture artist. So he's all focused on doing these things, and you can see the difference in his work versus their work. Their work on the left, his work on the right. And if you guys know Star Wars or know Mark Hamill's face, you'll know that one on the right is fucking perfect. It looks almost just like him back in the day.
It looks cleaner too, though.
Yeah,
some way it looks a little cleaner.
Yeah, you're right. It looks smoother. Something
Yeah.
real about it. Yeah, so this guy does amazing work, and now he works for Lucasfilm, so they hired him. And, moral of this news piece is that don't give up on your dreams, man. If you got a skill, fucking put that shit out there, because this guy got fucking hired by Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
Because people kept talking shit to Lucasfilm, like, you really not going to hire this fucker? He's doing it better than you guys right now. You know what I mean? Like, don't compete with him. He's better. Like,
That's funny.
I love that they got him in there, though.
But that's cool, yeah, to see that.
And he even talked
So
about...
that means we're going to get more, like, weird, like, I guess hopefully it won't look as weird now, but we're going to get more, like, de-aged people.
I don't know if we'll get more of it, but it'll look better for sure. He was even saying too that's why his YouTube feed has been slowing down lately, because he's been secretly working for YouTube.
Ooh.
For
Lucas.
For Lucas, yeah. So he's like, eventually, more videos will come out, but just remember his video feed will be slower now, and he won't be putting out as much as he used to. But just know he's getting the big bucks now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Congrats.
All right, AJ.
I got like 2 more here.
2.
Yeah.
That might be perfect. Let me go again then. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh shit! I closed my news.
So if anyone remembers, last year they did a Phase 4 drop where they talked about all the new titles coming to Phase 4.
Yeah.
Aside from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, there was also something else that people overlooked called Guardians of the Galaxy: The Christmas Special.
Oh yeah.
That's coming out this year.
That's this year. Oh shit.
Yeah, we don't know exactly when.
That was like way later.
No, it's coming out this year. We don't know exactly when. But it will be a short that will come out exclusively on Disney Plus about the Guardians of the Galaxy, featuring all of the actors in it.
Cool.
We don't know if Zoe Saldana will be in it, but
Yeah.
everyone else is casted to be in it. And
Gamora.
yeah, that's Gamora. But the thing is, James Gunn came out this week. Amongst the success of Suicide Squad, I don't know if you heard, but the fucking reviews are crazy. They have 100% on Rotten Tomatoes right now, and no one will shut up about how good it is. The movie ain't out yet, so the reviews are really good. But amongst that success, I guess he's decided to start talking about Suicide Squad a little bit. And one thing he was saying was, specifically, he's like, hey, so just so you guys know, the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special is canon, and you have to watch it before Guardians 3. So apparently something
cool.
important is going to happen in that Christmas special.
So are we gonna see Thor, Chris Hemsworth?
I was wondering about that myself. I'm assuming the answer is yes, because we won't get Love and Thunder till next year. So we kind of need to know what's up with Thor and them.
maybe,
and
yeah.
that'd be their best chance to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens. But
Yeah.
I just like that he came out and said that like it is canon. It's because I guess some Christmas specials, are not like you don't need to watch them. I I feel like there's a reference to the Star Wars Christmas special, which he did say there will be a lot of references to the Star Wars Christmas special.
That's interesting. I've never seen it, but that sounds funny.
I haven't seen it either because I'm scared to watch it. It's obviously bad.
So there's like a one-off type of short movie type of thing is what it's gonna be. It's not like a series like episodic or anything like that.
No, it's a one-time short.
All right, interesting.
We also don't know the runtime of it.
Yeah, that was my next question, but I'm pretty sure we don't know it yet.
I mean, standardly a short is about 10 minutes long, but I'm guessing this is Marvel, so this could be a 30-minute short.
Yeah, I would hope for 30.
Mm-hmm.
Like 10 sounds. I don't know about that. 20 sounds cool, but 30 would be nice.
And
if you give me a whole an episode, like a whole Disney Plus TV 1 hour episode, that'd be cool too.
I'll be happy. I won't be mad about it at all. I won't be mad.
I'm not saying not to do it.
But hopefully our boy Adam Warlock will be involved.
Oh, interesting.
That'd be really cool.
Hmm.
Boy, Adam Warlock. I'd love because we already saw that he's coming. Still waiting on him.
Yeah.
Maybe he could have kicked Thanos' ass.
That's right.
For all we know.
That's right. We did see that.
Where were those golden fuckers when Thanos was?
Yeah. How come they didn't come through the hell? They don't care. They're all high and mighty and everything.
I mean, half of them had to disappear too. How come they weren't pissed? Yeah, I feel like a few more alien races should have been like.
Maybe some of those people were on Thanos' side. Like, yeah, we need this, and so maybe they didn't care. I don't know. That could be a thing. Maybe no one told them. Maybe Strange asked the Guardians like, "Yo, who are some people you think want to come?" And you're like, "How about those gold guys? Nah, they're bitches. They're just dick.
Yeah, they're gonna try.
We're good. Just some Ravagers, and we're good."
Yeah, actually, I could see that being a thing for sure. I could definitely see that being a thing. Let's see what else to say about.
Where's the no? Oh no, sorry, too soon. There's no Nova Force group. That's because they're all decimated.
Dead.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really hope we get a Nova announcement at some point soon. Just to know what's up with that.
Maybe the Christmas special.
Maybe actually that's possible.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
It's not impossible.
Yeah. All right. Other news. Is it my turn?
Yeah, your turn.
Super Nintendo. Remember that?
No.
No.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
it's
what?
my second favorite game system ever made. Super NES and PS2. No.
So someone made this. Someone made Pokemon, the original Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue that came on the Game Boy, but onto
what are those?
Onto Super Nintendo cartridges, and they also looks like they added a little port so you can trade just like you would with a link cable on your Game Boy. But this is all built into a Super Nintendo cartridge. The way they did this is by modding a Game Boy player. Ever had one of those Game Boy players?
I did. I had the shitty one for 64. I forgot what it was called. But yeah.
That was one. No, there's one for the Super Nintendo. It was the Super Game Boy player. I
remember the Super Game Boy player. Yeah, I had the 64 version that was whack.
The one that plugged into the back of the transfer or yeah.
It made some stupid ass music the whole time you're playing. It wasn't Nintendo music. Anyway, go on.
But yeah, so someone modded one of those and squeezed it into a normal size cartridge, and I guess somehow put in Pokemon Red and Blue into that, and then also somehow added a freaking Game Link port on there too, which is kind of crazy. I'm not sure if he's selling them or not, but he did them. They look pretty cool, especially with the red and blue cartridges for each game. And I know it is playable on the system. Oh, they also did some type of weird mod to help with the frame rate.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because apparently that wasn't the best thing with the whole system.
That makes sense. That would be off.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to go look him up, you see. I guess he's Matthew Mods. Yeah, he's the internals of a Super Game Boy cart with a clock speed fixed chip and then link port added, so you can actually trade Pokemon via link cable, and authentic Pokemon boards. Boards with new batteries installed. Oh wow! So they actually got an actual cartridge with the new battery installed, and it's actually in there. So it's not like he modded or has a ROM in there or anything like that. It's actually the legit board. That's crazy, and the labels are custom made too. So yeah, look him up if you're interested. I'm not sure if he's selling these or not. But I thought that was pretty cool.
All right. Real quick, we're gonna do a quick version of T's Toy Roundup.
Okay.
Fucking Will didn't show up today.
Oh yeah, he was talking about showing up today too.
Man, I hit him up. Yeah, he said he wasn't gonna show up today.
Okay.
I was annoyed.
All right.
But okay, so this is something that came out during San Diego Comic-Con. A company called let's see.
Oh no, no way.
Yes. Well, I have 3 links. Click the first one. No, click the first one. Yeah.
No, I opened them all. But,
Oh, you saw them all?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Just so I can get them all set up because multiples here.
Okay, so if anyone knows, there's a toy figure store that doesn't do a lot. I think they only do special edition releases that are nice. But first off, have you ever seen this before, AJ?
I seen this meme, and I saw the episode with it. It's like it's like in the first season, right? One of the
Yeah,
first
it's in the
two
very
episodes?
first season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolverine. To establish Wolverine's a hater. He hates on Scott and Jean. Like,
Yeah.
he loves Jean, but he's always like, this motherfucker's with her.
Yeah.
And it's a very iconic thing in pop media in the past few years. There's all kinds of crazy ass memes of it. Of Wolverine looking at different things he loves, Steve Jobs, like him missing Stan Lee. Yeah, like Grand Theft. That's fucking funny.
I don't get that one.
I don't get it either. But yeah, and all kinds
is that the day before the pandemic?
Oh, I think it is. Yeah.
That's funny. So we're looking at all these pictures of what
Pictures
Wolverine
of
is looking
Brawly,
at.
of weed, like that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a thing. Apparently this Mondo Shop toy company only does high-end nice toy figures. So click the third one first. They were saying they got this new Wolverine, this new Wolverine figure, which is very in line with the old classic, X-Men stuff. And they have him doing the epic moment from the opening where he's slashing his blade, and
That's
for some reason
cool.
there's like the energy for no reason that's there.
Yeah.
Random moments from the cartoon where he's eating a chicken wing.
He's Morph.
Yeah, because Morph turns into him,
Yeah.
with the outfit except for his head one time.
That's cool.
Him without his outfit. And if you look at the very top, one of
It's
the
also sad.
one of the heads is a sad Wolverine.
Yeah.
And it says that's the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Oh.
And there's also a special hand that holds a picture here with the picture of Scott and Jean directly from that episode. And if you look, this is the actual way the figure is sold when it's done for San Diego Comic-Con.
Just like the meme.
Yeah, he's literally positioned in the way with all the little extra pieces on the side, but him on the bed. You can even click at bigger, if you can find a bigger picture of this, there's more of this too, where you can actually, it comes in a box of him laying there looking at that picture, looking all sad and
no
shit.
way.
Yeah, that's how it comes, bro. And under that has all the pieces that you're supposed to get.
That's awesome.
Comic-Con only. Comic-Con only. You can't get this everywhere.
Damn.
And I was like, this is so meta and hilarious that they would even do this.
That's awesome.
I just love it. It's great, man. It's one of the best things I've ever seen from a comic book rendition of something ever. It's so cool and funny. Sad thing is it's already on sale, so it's probably gone.
Yeah.
Maybe not, because it's $200 a piece.
No,
what the
it's
fuck?
gone.
Okay, it's gone. Yeah, it's probably gone.
You can find it now on eBay for $1,000.
Yeah, if you really want.
That's awesome.
If you're kids and don't know about this rendition of Wolverine, if this looks totally foreign and you don't know what this is, I recommend going on your Disney Plus and watching X-Men the Animated Series.
Just watch those first 2 episodes so you can get the context. But I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with the meme, though.
At least,
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I was familiar with the meme before the episode, and then when I started going back watching X-Men recently, and then I saw it, and it's funnier now.
It's funnier now.
It's even more funnier.
All right, you have one more. I got 2 more. You just do one.
More,
you do one, and I'll just lay my last 2 at the end.
So speaking of Netflix and Pokemon, right? Apparently, Pokemon series reportedly in the works with Netflix.
You motherfucker! I asked you if you had this, and you said you
did
didn't.
you say that?
Yes, and you said you didn't.
You must have said something else. That
No,
was...
I said Pokemon live action show, Netflix, and you said no.
No, I was confused about it. I'm like, I think I do, and I was like trying to figure out like,
and
what
then you
is
said
it?
you don't.
And then I guess I didn't scroll down enough because this is my last story, so I didn't scroll down far enough.
Motherfucker, that's fine. Go on, tell us more, AJ. Since you.
That's pretty much that. They're working on a live action Pokemon series supposedly with Netflix. Yeah, I didn't read into more than that than me.
I mean, there's not really much else to say that except they're doing that.
A live action Pokemon project from Lucifer's Joe Henderson is said to be in the early stages. Is this like Henderson as in no? That's Jim Henson. Never mind. I thought I read Henson, not Henderson.
Yeah,
but
yeah, he's in that Lucifer show, which is pretty wildly popular these days.
Okay, so it just is apparently it could work. It's in its early days of development right now, so it looks like they're just talking about it. I don't think anything's set in stone right now, but it looks like that might be like in talks. Because Detective Pikachu was pretty good, right? That looked awesome. So maybe we'll get something similar to that, maybe in the same city, universe type of thing. I don't know, but I guess look out for that. Well, we'll be on top of it, right?
Yeah, that's right. So what kind of live action Pokemon movie? First off, can I just say off my head, I hope they get the people who did the Pokemon movie to do this.
Or some of the people to work in
Some
it.
of them, yeah. It doesn't have to be the whole team, but
Yeah.
some of them, some of the art
Somebody.
team, because I really like what they did with that movie. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, the movie was just okay, but the world they did, the way the Pokemon look, I thought it was good, man. I
Yeah.
know there was haters about it, but I liked it a lot.
No, I liked it. The one thing I'm hating on is that they reuse so many Pokemon so many times. It's
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
swear I saw like one too many, like I don't know, like
Of the same
Snubbles or
ones.
something like that. There's something specific that I keep seeing. Like, why do you keep showing me that Pokemon?
Because they didn't have the budget to do more.
Yeah,
You can
I
tell.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. No, and I get it.
But anyways, yeah. But like, look out for that. I hope. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
What would you want from a Pokemon show if it was gonna be a live action show?
Well, like there's no like overall theme, so they can literally do whatever.
no,
Just
I'm not
like,
asking what they could do. I'm saying
Oh,
what
like, what
would
I
you
want?
as a fan? Would you want it to be about Todd taking pictures of Pokemon?
No,
Would you want it to be about fucking
I wouldn't-
Ash Ketchum?
No, I wouldn't want it to be based on any of those series or any of those storylines at all. Like not from the anime. If they can maybe follow one of the actual storylines in one of the games, maybe like Diamond and Pearl or Black and White, because I know people, especially Black and White people, love
Pokemon
that story.
Snap, Todd.
No, or just make up a whole new story, a brand new trainer, and just give us a live action version of like what it's like to
be a trainer.
to be 10 years old and get your first Pokemon and like experience the world on your own.
Yeah,
and
you know
try to
what-
become a Pokemon master.
I think what you just said is kind of what I want from it. I want to see somebody camping and
Yeah.
fucking traveling with their Pokemon
Yeah.
and dealing with the various dangers of that world. You
Yeah.
know, like on top of trying to become a Pokemon master. Like,
Yeah, hitting up the gyms, and I would like to see him like hit up, maybe like give us, show us Kanto or something like that. But don't do the gyms in the way we know how to do the order, right? Give me a different order because he's trying something different. Because that's the thing you could do
And you know what? I hope.
in the real world, right? Or in
yeah,
the real
no-
Pokemon world.
Yeah. Well, dude, and I hope that if they do the cities and shit, like, I hope that they say that the countries are exclusionists. And that's why we don't see Pokemon from Johto and fucking. Yeah, I want there to be something to explain why we see
It's
so
regions.
little. No, I know. I'm saying
you don't see tigers over
no,
here.
no,
in the
but
US,
that's
right?
but we know about them. We can see them in a fucking book.
Oh yeah, like I would like to see them. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's what I'm
like,
saying.
Talk
Like,
about them, mention them.
yeah, no. Well, what I'm saying is that either one
Yeah.
mention them or say that we don't know about other regions' Pokemons because they're closed off.
Oh
Like,
wow, that's
some-
kind of weird.
Like, well, I mean, it happens.
Well, yeah, but
it
explain
happens.
it, but
you know?
explain it in a certain way. I get you though.
Yeah, I mean that does happen. There's countries that are closed
And
off
then
that we don't know shit about.
And then in
you know?
season 2, like, oh, they opened their borders to Johto.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it, AJ. Yeah, exactly. Johto opened up to us. We have a trade route now, so now you can go Pokemon trade in Johto. Like,
Yeah.
I want to either explain it or ignore it and embrace that they're all one thing and that you can
Yeah.
like go to a museum or a zoo and see these
Or like a
Pokemon
zoo, that'd be
or
cool, yeah.
something.
Or like imagine like, hey man, I heard like my friend has like, I don't know, what's something from Johto. Give me something from Johto. Something.
Snubble.
Snubble. Okay. Yeah, man. I heard my friend has a Snubble. You know you can't get them in Kanto here, right? So if you want to hook up on the Snubble, man,
That could be a cool
you know,
thing.
like something like that. Like certain Pokemon are just illegal in that region just
Or-
because
I like
of reasons.
I like that one. Or you have to buy them from Team Rocket. Imagine
Ooh,
to
yeah,
get
that'd
to
be
get them.
crazy. Yeah.
Or even better, AJ, imagine this. Imagine if you can only catch those weird ass Pokemon from other regions in the Safari Zone.
Which how it should
Because
be,
the
right?
Safari Zone is made to keep the weird fucking Pokemon that don't grow here or don't
Yeah.
live here. Like, you know?
That'd be cool.
That would make a lot of sense, right?
Yeah, so there'd be ways.
Yeah.
Netflix, hire us. We're doing this all the time.
We're killing it for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just chilling, you know? Last piece of news, I guess. Okay. The Avengers game has finally put out a new build. Actually, could you Google it? Because I don't have a picture of it. The Avengers game has finally put out a new picture for Thor. Or a new image for Thor. You know you can change their skins and their styles and shit. And they put out an MCU version of Thor for the Avengers game.
What's the name of the game though? There's a certain name for it.
The
now.
Avenger, Marvel's The Avengers.
This
yeah.
is Marvel's The Avengers.
Yeah.
MCU skin. Maybe I should look that up.
Yeah, so they have a new skin for him with the MCU, and he looks pretty good.
Is this it?
No, put
That looks game like
that's,
though.
no, that is the game, but no, you have to look up the MCU skin.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the game and MCU skin, that basically looks, yeah, that's it, right, the second one, yeah, it basically looks just like him from Endgame. You know, it's basically Chris Hemsworth with the cape and that metal fucking suit. It's him from Endgame, for the most part.
Now,
Well, AJ, what's missing?
His hair.
No,
his
the
belly.
hair's right.
If
I'm sorry, from Infinity War. I'm sorry, you're
Yeah,
right.
if
I fucked up. I meant Infinity War. I'm sorry. It's basically him from Infinity War. What's missing?
he has a hammer. First off, he doesn't have
Yes.
Stormbreaker.
Everyone's fucking pissed. Pissed, bro. If you Google it and look at the comments, everyone's like, yo, you changed the whole fucking skin and didn't change it to Stormbreaker? Everyone's like, why wouldn't you? There's no Stormbreaker in the game.
Yeah.
And
wait, what? It doesn't matter.
no, it matters, bro. You gave him the whole outfit from Infinity War. Like, I get them on this one because I'm like, if you went through the trouble of making him look like Infinity War, just fucking give him Stormbreaker. I'm like, otherwise just don't do it at all.
But maybe Stormbreaker is a different weapon that gives them different properties that they can't put in the game yet because it was to break the game. So they got to like prepare that.
That's
you know?
their fault. They should have changed.
Maybe
this.
later on in the game there'll be like new DLC, new area where you can get Stormbreaker,
Well,
and then you guys can be happy.
Well, let me tell
honestly
you. Well,
don't care.
No, let me tell. Well, of course you don't. You're not playing the game. Of course you don't care. But like, I'll tell you why this is.
I don't even like Stormbreaker.
I'll tell you. Oh
No,
wow.
no, I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you why this is a problem. Because it sounds like laziness to me. Because it's easy to change the skin on a character, but to change the skin on the weapon that they're throwing and interacting with the rest of the game,
But it's an axe. It's not a hammer.
it doesn't matter. If they would have just changed the skin, that's enough.
You can't cut off heads with a hammer.
Yeah, but you could easily just change a little bit of like how it looks when it's thrown. Like it's easy. It's an easy fix. Like just make it look like it. People get hit and you still see blood. You still see blood splatter. It doesn't matter if it's an axe or a hammer. He's fucking Thor. He's crushing you. Doesn't matter. And like you change it. It sounds like laziness because they'd have to change the hammer and how it interacts with all the villains when it hits them and stuff.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
I don't think that's laziness. Like, man, this is so much programming work that we have to do. Like, it's easy to change the skin and the outfit, but to have a new weapon that does different things, that's gonna take some time.
That's called laziness. What you just explained right there.
No. I don't think. Maybe they want to do it, but it's just gonna take a long time to reprogram all that shit. There's enough bugs in that game to deal with already.
That's why I'm like.
Now they're gonna like introduce new bugs by having this new item in there.
That's why I'm like.
I can see why they didn't want to do it.
Well, nobody's rushing them. No one's on pressure for this
But I
game because
think-
it's not a top tier game where everyone's like, "Where's the next update?" It's not one of those games. If it was a game like that,
The reason why
I would get it.
The reason it's not like that though is because of the way those face models look. They look so bad that no one wants to no one cares about it anymore. I think they put out this skin as soon as they could, just because it looks like him now, guys. But then they fucked that up, Like
That's dumb.
they went ahead too fast and like, oh wait, but we forgot something important that people will get upset about. They should have just done like one of the older outfits or something like that instead of going straight to like.
I mean, they could have done that
the
too.
last revision we've seen of him.
Well, that's the same moral of the story I'm trying to make. Why even do this version if you're not
exactly.
gonna? That's what I was saying from the beginning. Why even do this version if you weren't gonna do Stormbreaker? Besides, even if they didn't want to change it, they could just have him using the hammer side of Stormbreaker and not using the blade side. Same shit.
But then people will be upset. Why can't he turn the axe around?
But they wouldn't be as mad as him not having it. Him not having it
Hopefully,
is good. Yeah, that's pissing people off. Like you can just see by the comments, like really no Stormbreaker. Just look at it, bro. Just Google it and look at the
I don't
comments.
even want to look at it 'cause I don't even care enough to like.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we don't play it, so we don't care like that. But I'm just saying, I get it. I'd be annoyed too. The game is like Destiny. It's just a skin.
The game really sucks, says Taichi as well. All right, well, that's interesting that people find that they complain about anything.
No, but I get that one. I feel them. I'm like, just don't even make this. Like you said, make the old one.
Both people are on the wrong. The fans are stupid for getting upset over this thing, and freaking whoever made it. Is this Activision too, by the way?
Oh, I think it is.
Or is it
Because
Square
then they
Enix?
Oh no, Square Enix.
Isn't it Square Enix? Is it?
No.
Whoever's posting and making the game, they're also in the wrong for like making this outfit out of all possibilities.
I think you're right. I think it's Square Enix. Yeah, there's so many Thor outfits. I'm like, come on, man. You got the OG Thor, which they don't have yet, like from the comics. You could have done that. Like we wouldn't have said shit. Like.
Anyways.
Yeah, man.
Crystal Dynamics, that's right, and Square Enix.
Square
Crystal,
Enix.
that's right.
All right. Yeah, that was Unfocused, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. AJ, what you got planned for your Unfocused week?
Preparing for the next Unfocus. Actually,
Okay.
no episode next
We're
week.
always preparing for the next.
I won't be in the state for next week, so no show next week.
Damn, no fucking FaceTime.
So I'm gonna be.
Damn. Okay.
No,
I see how it
I wouldn't
is.
be able to do that because I'll be literally driving in the middle of nowhere. So. That'd be
Damn,
kinda
no
hard.
FaceTime.
But I'll be playing more, hopefully, Soul Calibur and everything that I just mentioned in the beginning of the show is pretty much what I'm gonna be doing. And maybe I still want to get Pokemon Snap. I haven't gotten it yet.
Hey, can I
Maybe.
make a new nerd recommendation for you and Carla? You guys should use Audible and listen to the book Hyperion on your drive.
Oh, let her know.
I think
We'll
you guys
see.
will fuck with that.
Or
Or Dune, since you're never gonna read Dune, and I think Carla's probably too busy to read Dune.
I
You guys
don't
should
know.
listen to the audiobook of Dune. That's just good. You'll fucking trip out.
One thing I do want to maybe do is go maybe pick up some new Sonic comics. I'm pretty sure I might have a couple waiting there, because I haven't been in a while. And then also maybe start watching My Hero or what's the other one that said? The World Ends With You anime, right? Maybe watch
Oh
that.
yeah, that's right.
Just to see what it's like. So yeah, maybe start doing one of those for sure. And then yeah, maybe try to like look into constructing a green Impildramon deck with this green starter that I have because a lot of pieces are in there. Yeah.
All right. For me, I want to try to get back on Pokemon Snap because I really do like it. I just haven't gotten around to more of it. I do like them. I started this movie that was great on Netflix called Blood Red Sky. Oh my god, it's so good. I didn't finish it. I started today and I'm like, I got like an hour left or like 40 minutes left. Damn, that movie's good, man. I highly recommend that shit. I also want to try to get around to Masters of the Universe, that new He-Man show that's on Netflix.
I've been seeing action figures for it all over the place. Well, not all over the place. Every time I walk in Target, I see some there.
Yeah, that's why they're gonna get
It's
a season
crazy.
2 because of the toys, for
Ah.
sure. But in my opinion,
That's how they did it back in the day.
yeah, man, it hasn't died yet. Other things. What else am I gonna do? I might try to do a little training in Soul Calibur so I can switch up my game. I was trying to go all Cassie, but I ended up switching up Taki, and that was fucking everyone up. I was like, okay, but
Yeah, I've
I
been
kinda
able to
wanna-
go full Sungmina. Don't do that well, but
yeah. So I kind of maybe want to get my Cassie game up some more too. What else? I think that's about it, man. Superman and Lois. That show's really
What?
good. I want to watch more of that fucking show. It's really good. I'm on episode 4, I think. That's a new show they have on CW, but it's not like a shitty CW show. It's actually done really well. Like I like it a lot, and it's real hard for people to get Superman right. But that show got Superman right, way better than the movies. That's about it.
okay.
I'm focused.
Yeah, I'm focused. We're out.
Don't forget, this is a Collision 28 production. We're live on twitch.tv/Collision28 every Thursday.
Wednesday. Also, you can always catch us on youtube.com/Unfocused Podcast to see rebroadcasting of these episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe there as well.
Also, Twitter, you can message us at Unfocused28. We also give you updates when the show starts. Instagram at Unfocused Podcast. Subscribe, like.
Also, you can subscribe to our podcast show, the audio version, on Apple Podcasts, or just get more information about that on collision28.com.
Or if you have any comments or things you want us to talk about, or maybe things that you feel we missed in the past, email us on unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
Discord. Go to collision28.com and there's a Discord link there. That's something else I gotta do, work on the website.